Alright, hello and welcome to episode 5. I believe it's episode 5 now already, Jesus Christ, of the Manchester United career mode. We are here today, well, first of all, we're here today to kick it off in possibly the biggest game of the season so far. We've been playing against Liverpool, and if you look at the standings, it's not really a big game in terms of standings, because Liverpool, although they're on 16 points, they're still 4 points behind us, down in 6th. So it's not like it's a top of the table clash, although if Liverpool do win and other results go their way, they will go second. So it's a big one for them. For us, it's about keeping our place at the top of the table, which already we're exceeding expectations. But I'm absolutely fine with that. I'm happy to be exceeding expectations. Whether we win the league by the end of the season, it's a different matter. We probably won't, which is fine for the first season because it is, of course, the first season. But eventually, we'd like to get that Premier League title. Just bear with me while I make sure the stream audio is okay, and then we'll get into action. Is the stream audio okay? Yes, it is. It's fine. Have you signed Veghorst yet? I haven't, because I'm not signing people to January, Jordan. But that's an idea, actually. I do need to sign. I mean, I've not signed Veghorst in real life yet, so I suppose I'll have to go for some real transfers, won't I? I have to go realism. But to be fair, he'll only be on the loan. Yeah, I guess I'll have to get Butland in as well. Well, I don't have to, but I will. Just for realism's sake. I'm assuming they won't cost much. They're only on loan till the end of the season. So we'll get them, for no reason whatsoever, we'll get them in January. Contract expiring in 9 months. I don't know if Butland will accept a loan. If you're going to be realistic, it's got to be Mbappe in January. Yeah, true, yeah. No, you got a good point. And Weghorst. I don't know if I could sign him because I think he'll probably stay at Besiktas. Yeah, well, we'll have a look anyway. What difficulty are you playing on? Finding it too hard or too easy? At the moment, I'm playing on world class, and I thought it was going to be too difficult. But at the moment, we are top of the table by 2 points. I've been messing around with the sliders every so often each episode, so this is what the sliders are looking like just now. Just for a little update. Sprint speed and acceleration is just the same. Shot error is a bit up. Pass error is a bit up. Injury frequency is a bit up. Goalkeeper ability, I just feel like goalkeepers are rubbish in game anyway. And now I've got more first touch error as well. And as for the opponents, this is how they're looking. Sprint speed, acceleration just the same. They've got less shot error, less pass error, even more goalkeeper ability than what I have, and less first touch error as well. Those are the sliders that we're working with just now. It probably will change as we go, but I've not found it. Like on some occasions it's been pain, on some occasions it's been easy. Because if you look at the results, I'll show last episode's results, and you can kind of see what I'm meaning. Because we kicked off last episode with a 2-1 win over Arsenal, which was fantastic. That was such a good match because McTominay of all people, stole the 3 points at the death. And then we've got 4-1 win against West Ham, which, I mean, was just that Casemiro goal. Chef's kiss, that Casemiro goal. We then beat Jagiellonia 3-0 in Europe, which is what you'd expect in the Europa League. And then we drew 1-1 with Nottingham Forest, and honestly, they could have gone on and won it. So it's a mix, really. I'm not really sure if this is a difficulty I'll stick to, but it's a difficulty I'm at for now. Based off this episode, in which we will play Liverpool at Old Trafford, which should be a brilliant match. Jagiellonia once again in the Europa League. Brentford away from home at their stadium. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. And we'll play Bournemouth to finish off today's episode as well. And then next episode, which I'll probably stream Wednesday, is going to have the Manchester Derby in it. So that's going to be interesting in that one. So, without any further ado, we'll show you the table quickly at the start of today. We are top, Arsenal second, Aston Villa third, Newcastle fourth. As for the other big 6 teams, Liverpool in 6th, City in 7th, Chelsea in 9th, and Spurs in 11th at the moment. Legendaries, either bastard or I'm terrible. Got battered by Spurs 5-0 and almost quit. Yeah, no, it's It's a bastard. I tried against Legendary when I first came on. When I actually I say first came on between the World Cup simulation and before I started this career mode, I wanted to see what Legendary was all about. I think I lost 4-1, which ain't bad, I guess, but I'm not ready to make that jump yet. I don't think. Real ones, no Stamina Scott is a club legend. Not surprised by his brilliance. I'd love to have him be Stamina Scott again. I'd love to have him get to the level he got to last time, but I think his potential is lower this year, and it's also a problem when we've got such a good midfield, especially this man here, Casemiro, who I wasn't convinced of from the first game, but ever since he's shut me up and he's been fantastic. But of course, Stamina Scott will always have a place in our hearts from the FIFA 22 career mode, and I'd love to try and replicate that, but I just don't know if it's going to happen this year. Just a close to mid-table team games realistic. There's just one place off. Right, so let's get the press conference going for Liverpool game. Is there anything I've missed? I don't think so, right? We'll go into it anyway. If I've missed anything, we'll check it after. Been on a great run. It looked like we're going for the Champions League. That's the plan. The plan is to get top four. Whether it's first place and we win the league, or whether it's fourth place and we scrape in, I'm fine with it. Any of those top four spots is absolutely fine. The thing that is worrying me the most is squad depth, but we've got enough till January, I reckon. And if not, we can always call back in a couple of players on loan. The only rules is we can't sign anyone until January. Of course, now if we sign people now, it won't go through till January anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. But I need an episode title, so that's why I'm kind of holding off on signings until actual January. We've been flying lately. Can we continue it? I think there's more to come. Hopefully. Now, it probably won't happen, but hopefully we can get a result against Liverpool. I'd love that, just because purely it's Liverpool. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It's so much fun not being the banter top 6 club anymore. I know. It's brilliant. Arsenal probably feeling the same. Arsenal probably have similar feelings. It's Chelsea, and I don't know if you can banter Liverpool and Spurs just yet. They're still within the top 4 race, but I just like bantering them anyway because I just don't like them. So take a look at the news off the last episode as well. Almiron in line for debut. That's not what I expected to see. Almiron in a Liverpool shirt. What I was wanting to look at was our club news personally, but that's an interesting one. Premier League Manchester United versus Liverpool preview. The rivalry between Manchester United and Liverpool is set to continue this week when the teams meet again in another intriguing Premier League encounter. Fans of Manchester United are hoping to see their favourites take the spoils. There's never any love lost against the Liverpool rivals. Given the history between the two clubs, we should be in for a cracking atmosphere at Old Trafford from the moment the referee blows his whistle for kick-off. Did we have any players of the week? Last week we did. Diogo Dalot, who, I'm going to be honest, Diogo Dalot has absolutely been performing off his nut, and he will start against Liverpool today because he's just been fantastic. Although Wan-Bissaka has had his own good form, so I'm not worried about right backs just now, and I love it. Manchester United have a happy player on their hands, Anthony. The right winger is very satisfied with how much playtime he's getting, and he says he can't imagine wanting to play anywhere else. Yes, it's true that I'm enjoying my football at Manchester United and have a good relationship with Johnson. He seems to recognise my value to his team, and I'll do my best to try to repay that trust with good performances to help us move forward. Plenty of football for just a job for Sancho. He's been decent so far as well. Many top players can get unsettled in the disgruntled life when they're not getting games, but that's certainly not a situation Jadon Sancho needs to worry about just now. He's currently one of the first names on the team sheet at Manchester United. It's great to be backed by the manager so much. I don't have to worry about getting picked. I can concentrate on my game and on delivering the best performances I can. Of course, in my form depth, I understand that I might get dropped, but I hope it doesn't come to that. I mean, realistically, the problem is with the wingers is we've got absolutely fuck all depth, which is a problem we'll address eventually, but we can call players back off a loan. Ramsey's impressive performances for Aston Villa earned him Player of the Month for September. We didn't get a nominee, so that's interesting. But I think that's all we need to cover there. Fernandes on target and draw against Man United. Fernandes bagged for us against United or against Forest. It's a stupid headline that's glitched out. For Man United, he scored, just for the record, against Forest. So let's get the team selected. What are they going with? They've bought Almiron and they're not even starting him. It makes sense because they do have Mo Salah, but still, why would you buy some? I guess a backup. I guess it's depth, which makes sense. So De Gea, Shaw. I don't think I need to change anything in this team, to be honest. I don't think anything in this team Needs to be edited. I would like Van de Beek on the bench. He's had a good little start to the season. Van de Beek, we're trying to get his career back on track like we did in FIFA 22 as well. And I think he's had 3 goals this season so far, which ain't bad. To say he's come on as a sub most of the time. I think the rest of that squad is okay. Might as well go our strongest. The depth is lacking a bit. We've got 4 reserves. But we've got an academy with a couple of players in. And we've got, of course, we've got the loan players. My brain's gone blank. So that'll probably be a team. We'll just go our strongest lineup for this one. Even though Rashford has underperformed, I'm considering starting Martial off the rip. We'll go Rashford and see how it goes. But this is a team for Manchester United versus Liverpool at Old Trafford. De Gea in goal. Luke Shaw and Diogo Dalot as the fullbacks. Martinez and Varane as the centre-backs. Casemiro will sit in front of them in CDM. Fernandes and Eriksen, the centre midfield options, with Fernandes, of course, captain in the side. Sancho off the left wing. Anthony off the right wing. And then, of course, up top, we have got Marcus Rashford. Last few years belonged to Liverpool and City. Manchester United and Arsenal got the next few years, lol. I bloody hope so. I bloody hope that's the case. Thing with Liverpool here as well in this game is they're tired. They might be coming off just a different game that happened a few days ago, but so are we. So I don't know how we're not too tired. But I mean, we could take advantage of Van Dijk being tired and Ndika, but we will see how that goes. But anyway, first game of today's stream is Liverpool. Let's see if we can get off to a flying start. If not, understandable because it is Liverpool. But we'll see. It was quite funny seeing Fabinho in a suit. For whatever reason. Here come the teams. David De Gea tifo. Or is that, wait, is that Dean Henderson? Hold on, that might be Dean Henderson tifo. First glance I thought it was David De Gea, but I think it might be Dean Henderson that's got a tifo today. Just a record, of course, we did call Dean Henderson back off alone for the European and Cup competitions. No offence to Dubravka, but I would rather have Henderson in those situations. So this is the team once again. For anyone who missed the initial briefing, I guess. Bench is strong, team is strong. Would like a bit more winger depth, but once Palestri and Ahmad grow on loan, we've got that depth. I would rather not to call them back off loan early, because it will ruin their growth a little bit. I'll do my best to try and keep Diallo and Palestri out for the season. So if we do need to bring in a winger at some point in January, that's fine. Darwin Nunez on the bench today. Knowing me, he'll probably score past me. Of course, Darwin Nunez, a player from the Manchester United career mode in FIFA 22, actually didn't perform too awfully. In my defence, to be fair, I think I signed Nunez before Liverpool did. I can't remember exactly the timeline. Actually, no, I didn't. I wasn't close. What am I about? What I do know is we're here today, hopefully, to find 3 points against our biggest rivals in the competition. But Liverpool are 6th place. They're quite good because they're Liverpool. They have talent, and it's not going to be easy. Now, I know Dalot is going to hopefully pocket Diaz. He's pocketed every other winger so far, but Luis Diaz might be the hardest one to try and pocket yet. Ball in early. It'll be De Gea's all day long. And it just shows how quick Liverpool can get on that attack and how we need to be aware of that. I'm nearly messed up with Leacher there. That would have been a disaster. I took on Jota, I think it was. It wasn't the move. Eriksen to Dalot. Anthony takes on Robertson. Glides past him with ease. Now we need a ball here. Dalot crosses it in. Back post. It's caught by Alisson. Sancho was lurking. Sancho's definitely lurking. I wouldn't try to switch to Anthony to intercept that. It didn't work in time. Poor pass from Liverpool, and we'll take the ball back off of that. Luke Shaw into Anthony. Eriksen now. Casemiro scored a banger last episode. He'd been looking for more. Did get a brace in that game against West Ham ultimately. And he's tried one off his left foot, which wasn't going to ever go in, I don't think. Anthony wins the ball for Robertson. We get a ball in towards Marcus Rashford. It's cleared away as far as Casemiro. That was the range he scored from against West Ham. It wasn't a million miles off from the Brazilian, to be fair. Jurgen Klopp looking on from the sidelines. He's like, oh boy. They're coming up against a United team who are top of the league. I don't know how we've got here, but I do like the view. The best thing is, we've not even conceded points, or we've not even dropped points to teams that are that good. We've beaten the teams like Arsenal. I suppose Arsenal was our first Big Six game this season. We beat them 2-1. But the teams we've dropped points to, two of them in the relegation zone, Southampton and Nottingham Forest. And then the only team we've lost to so far was Brighton. It's an interesting season so far, but we did beat Arsenal. I could see us theoretically beating Liverpool, especially if they're shooting like that. Luis Diaz put it into the side netting, but I don't want to get too cocky. I know we won't win the league season 1. I've accepted that. The fall will come at some point, especially between now and January. We don't have a depth to stay top. But what I do know is top 4 is a must. Europa League is a must. And anything else is a bonus. Luis Diaz getting a yellow card for that tackle on Dalot, which is absolutely the correct decision. Dalot very unhappy about it. It's charged through him. It could have been a red maybe. He didn't even go for the ball, but I think the yellow is probably the correct decision. It does mean that Luis Diaz needs to watch himself for the rest of this football match. Diogo Dalot into Christian Eriksen. I would like to make a run with him, but he's not very fast. Although he's making the run down the wing. This is interesting. I don't exactly know why. Anthony testing Alisson. I think the commentator. I don't know if the commentator's coming through on the stream. For some reason, the in-game commentators don't work sometimes. Yeah, he just said that he thinks Man United are going to win this one, so we've now got an expectation to hit here. Christian Eriksen delivering the ball into... Well, it wasn't meant for Leacher, but it could have worked. Sancho on the edge of the area. Going to knock it off to Casemiro, who's going to try again. Blocked. I'll take a point against Liverpool if that's all I'm allowed to get, but I would love the 3, just to, beat another of the big 6. That would be fantastic. I need help here with Anthony. Okay, that helps. It's going to be a booking for Robertson as well now. Conference League would be great, to be fair. I mean, any Europe would be great, to be fair, but top 4 would be brilliant. I don't say stuff like that, Jordan, because we have struggled a little bit in Europa League so far. So don't wish things like that into existence. We drew against Aberdeen, so it's it's not exactly beyond the realms of possibility. Anthony. Going to try and deliver this in, hopefully correctly, but we'll see. I'm not that good with free kicks. I've overcooked that to fuck. Jesus Christ. Can't get there. I didn't mean to put a full power on that. That was a bit of stupidness from the free kick. I was looking to go back post, but not with that much power. I overhit that one. Oh, Sancho. Oh my! That was another possible goal of the season contender. Obviously, for it to qualify, it would have had to have been a goal, but that wasn't bad at all. Alisson with a mistake, and Jadon Sancho gets close, and it's come off the top of the crossbar. Alisson playing a bit risky here. If we press him enough into making another mistake, we could take advantage of it. Arsenal have scored, which means currently as it stands, we're still top actually. I think our goal difference is better, but Arsenal are winning, which means we need to, if we want to stay top, at least for this game. Bruno. That was for Anthony. It's been cut out well, and now Liverpool could find their way through. Salah, power shot straight to De Gea. Oh, I don't, no, right, no. That's not my fault. I am absolutely taking nothing of that. I'm taking absolutely nothing of that. Why has Luke Shaw kept that in then? Just let it go for the corner. I've not pressed for... That's all Luke Shaw's fault. That's just all Luke Shaw's fault. I've not asked for him to keep it in. I would have rather taken the corner in that situation. That's just stupid. That just reminds me of one of those FIFA 22 janky goals that I can't do anything about. I don't know why Luke Shaw's kept that in, you know. I mean, Luis Diaz gets his third of the season. Liverpool take lead at Old Trafford. Not what I wanted. Not really what the play deserves. But I just don't know why. I just need to watch this back and think a second. I don't even know if he has kept it in. I swear that went out of play. Let's get a VAR on it. Can I get the camera angle in the right situation? The whole of the ball's not over the whole of the line. He has kept it in. Although why he's kept it in, I have absolutely no idea. Especially because he can't reach it. It just gives an easy access to Salah, who all he needs to do is pass it into Diaz. Granted, Varane or Martinez should be on Diaz there, but it's great movement from the Colombian, and he's found the back of the net. But the point of the matter is, why has Shaw kept that in? He's had such a good season, he's just kind of fucked it a little bit for that. We do trail Old Trafford against Liverpool. Now, it's going to be little things like that that will make or break our top four push / possible. I'm not going to say I mean, it's an asterisk, so it probably won't happen. Possible Premier League title push. I don't think we'll get it first season. I don't think I want to get it first season. I think it'd be too soon. Although it would be perfect to have it on the decade anniversary of the last time we won one, which would be quite cool. But I just don't think we're ready. I mean, it's not a readiness to win the league. We can either win it or we don't. But my point is, we shouldn't. Forest lead at Villa. It's a good save from De Gea again. Diaz is offside. Left the back post open, but it's a good save from De Gea. We're starting to struggle a bit, as we can tell here. I'm still a little bit upset that we're 1-0 down in the first place, especially after Sancho's attempt. If that had gone in, that would have been class. Obviously, it hasn't, and we are now losing to Liverpool. They've had more of the shots on target and more of the ball. We've been trying to create, but we just can't break down the defence, which is typical Liverpool. They've got a good defence. Midfield still lacking, of course, because of Liverpool. Oh, fuck off. Did I pass it there? Why would I pass it straight to them? Oh, I've committed Varane. That's another thing I've been very guilty of so far this season, committing Varane. I can't get it through to anyone. This is feeling like FIFA 22. I mean, as much as the game does feel a lot better this year, tackling feels absolutely exemplary this year. There's still little... I can't be arsed. There's still little stuff like passing that just does my head in. I just can't be arsed. I'm starting to feel this one. That it's just going to not go our way today. I don't really know what I'm meant to do here. They've played it around well. It's good play from Liverpool, and they found the back of the net again. But I can't help but feel it should only be 1-0 Liverpool. We're going to have to go for the point now rather than the 3, which was the plan. I mean, the plan was to go for the point anyway. We're going to go attacking now. We have to physically go attacking now. Passing today has been wank. Eriksen, he's been alright, but maybe it had to be Donny's day today. I don't know. Anthony, can we get one back before the break? That's kind of the MO here. No, we can't even get it through to Rashford. The thing is, even if we do get it through to Rashford, he has been poor in front of goals so far this season. All the goals have come from our midfield / wingers. So even if I do get it to the striker in the middle, it won't definitely go in. I just want to switch to the player I want to use, please. Player switching is another one that hasn't changed this year as well. It just feels so delayed again. But can we get Anthony on the run, please? Yes, Anthony through to Rashford. A goal back before half time would be brilliant, but we're just getting crowded out. We can't do anything. We're getting crowded out. We can't make the moves that I want to make. We can't get the passes I want to get off. And I mean, Liverpool, I can't lie, they've grown into the game. But I can't help but feel robbed by Luke Shaw being an absolute knob. And it was almost 3. David De Gea, a good save. already suggested I bring Ericsson off. I know Ericsson gets tired quite easily, but I'm not going to do it just yet. At some point, Van de Beek will come on. I feel like he brings a bit more to the attack, if that makes sense. I know Ericsson's creative, but Van de Beek I just love, and I feel like he does a bit more, in my opinion. I think that's going to be the break, innit? 2-0 down. Certain games you just aren't going to win. Passing is poor, shots are poor, counting 50 balls, etc. Game is weird. Yeah, I mean, I'll give Liverpool their credit. They've probably been the better team. That's not my issue. The issue is the first goal. The second goal, Salah's finish, perfectly fine. No complaints about that. It was a good move, good build-up, good finish. The Diaz goal, and although Diaz did take it well, could have been very easily prevented. And it wasn't. And that's my problem. That was my problem from the first half. But, I mean, if we could go on and scrape a point, I'll absolutely take it. If not, then it is what it is, isn't it? That's the Premier League for you. Leeds United drawing 0-0 at Newcastle United at Elland Road at half-time. Arsenal leading Crystal Palace, which means he will be going above us at the moment. Aston Villa drawing 1-1 with Nottingham Forest. If Nottingham Forest could hold them off, give them just a point, that would keep us above Aston Villa, who have started the season like a house on fire. Chelsea leading Bournemouth 1-0, and at the Etihad it is 1-1 between Manchester City and Wolves. Leicester and Brighton will play later on in the day. Taking a look at stats then at the break. I'd argue Liverpool have been the better team, and I think the argument is probably true. 62-38 in terms of possession in our favour, however. 6 shots to 5. We've not really been accurate. We've been a bit wasteful with the chances we have had. We've got 0.1 expected goals to their 2.3. I mean, they deserve it, but I'll come back to that first goal the whole time. I'll just be like, what could have been had we prevented that? Would we have stayed at 0-0 heading into the half-time interval? Would we have maybe taken a lead ourselves? But they pressed on and got a second, which means we now need to go and bag ourselves. But at some points this season, goals have been hard to come by. Last episode, it seemed to be a bit easier, but the striker position is something I'm planning on sorting out in January. And so far this season, it's been difficult to find a striker because, I mean, I'll bring on Martial, he'll get an assist or something, or I'll start Rashford and he'll get involved or something. But if the actual act of putting the ball in the back of the net has been lost on our strikers so far. It's a long shot from Jota, which is saved by David De Gea. But, oh, okay, thank God. Shaw, you're on thin ice, lad. I think I do have Tyrell Malacia on the bench, which he probably will come on at some point anyway, just for minutes, but Shaw's performance hasn't helped himself. Fernandes, that is the shot I want to do. Maybe the long shots aren't working. I need to maybe rethink my strategy. But if that's the only chance I'm going to get, it's the only chance I'm going to have to try and take. Realistically, though, that's not the shot I want to do. Dalot pushing very far forward here. Sancho, can he pass it past Alisson? I think he could have passed Alisson, or it would have gone past Alisson. But Van Dijk was right there as well. It's a good ball in from Dalot. Good attacking run from the Portuguese right back, who I've been very impressed with so far this season. Potentially, I wouldn't say he's my favourite player so far, because we do have Casemiro. But definitely a man who has been very good so far this season. I do like Anthony as well. Anthony is very fun to use just because of his pace purely. A shot on goal. I think it was Casemiro to shoot that. Saved by Alisson. I got hit by Wolves with the prime Barcelona type of performance yesterday. Lol. Game is so confusing. Each game feels like a different game. That's why I'm still hesitant to make the step out to Legendary, because I just know I'll get outplayed off the park and I won't get touched the ball for the majority of 90 minutes. That's what happened in the game I played on Legendary off Scream. If he keeps this up, I'd start Malacia next game, to be honest. Next game is... Who is our next game? I did read it. I can't remember who it said, though. But he probably will. If Shaw doesn't pick up his act, then, yeah, I think we've got to... I mean, I'd still probably will anyway, just because he let that goal in. And Malacia's actually had a great season. Malacia was very important in one of the games where we got 2 goal line clearances. I think it was the Southampton one. See what I mean? Shooting at this club's not been fantastic. Here's Casemiro again. Casemiro seems to have more attacking chances than anyone on this team. I'm wondering at what point do we switch it up and try something a little different, or do we just keep going with the squad we've got? Rashford is given a gift by Alisson, and that opens up the game. I mean, that's not what I expected to get us back in, but I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all. Absolutely stupid from Alisson. I'm not sure what the plan was here, but I'm not complaining at all. Give me that goal all day long. Absolutely beautiful bit of shithousery by Alisson. Try to throw it for his team. He wants to be a United player, which is understandable. Everyone does. It's not the way I expected to get back into it, but it means we're back into it, and that's what matters. And now we'll make the changes, I feel. I feel like we need to up the ante a little bit, which means Eriksen's going to make way for Donny, which just gives us a bit more energy in midfield, really. And I think... Do we bring off Rashford? I think we'll leave him just now. We'll bring on Alanga off that right-hand side. Malacia will come back for Shaw as well. We've still got 2 more substitutions. Martial will probably come on at some point. Either McTominay or Maguire. I actually meant to put Lindelof on the bench, but Maguire's there instead. McTominay and... Who else was it? I just said it. Martial will make appearances at some point. I'll be honest, I wouldn't move up until you're more used to the game. I made that mistake and finished 8th in my first season. It's bloody hard. Yeah, I don't want to do it too early. I don't want to make a step too early and make it too difficult for myself. A triple substitution just to switch things up. We can actually play back into the game now. Alisson loves to give goals away in FIFA and in real life. Lovely that from Alisson. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. And despite Liverpool probably being the better team, it does open up the game for us. I've lunged with Dalot at the wrong time, and it may just be a matter of time before Liverpool get a third. De Gea at the near post. That was stupid from me with Dalot. That's on my end that time. Evan Ndika coming off for Ibrahima Konate. First substitution of the day for the away side. We've got 25 minutes to find possibly an equaliser. Maybe even if if we find it soon, a winner. Then again, De Gea is getting very tested by Luis Diaz, who has been decent today. I don't understand that pass from Martinez. It's like we just want to give them a goal back. Like, oh, Alisson, give us one, we'll give them one back. It's just, the game does my head in sometimes, but what can you do? It's going to be a corner here for Liverpool. Mo Salah to deliver this one. And it's going to be hopefully cleared. It's fallen to the arms of De Gea, which is fine. That's just as good. And we'll try and make a move down the pitch now. We need the goal sooner rather than later. If we want to get 3 points here, we need to get the equaliser very, very soon. Sancho doesn't keep the ball under pressure, but it does fall back to Bruno. We need to make some room here. Try and find a ball for Casemiro into Donny van de Beek, who just runs into trouble. And it's going to be a Liverpool attack again. We have no Malacia for some reason. Martinez puts the foot in and doesn't get the ball. And I wanted to bring Varane across, but I also need to keep an eye on any Liverpool options there, which meant Naby Keita just shot it straight at De Gea with no real anything behind it. I don't understand why Bruno has just decided he's going to be shit at passing this game. It's Bruno, I'm like, respectfully. We're coming under fire here. I don't, as much as I want to get the equaliser, the attacking passes have gone back to, I'm going to bring on Martial. The attacking passes have gone to that state where they aren't going through again. I don't know why. In defending corners is impossible and legendary, by the way. Your players give up positioning for them and they score constantly. Oh boy, that doesn't sound fun. I mean, luckily in this game, Liverpool are going short with their corners, but I'm not good at defending corners at the best of times either anyway. Example A right there. Thankfully, the ball has fallen to possibly the least likely to score, which is Konate, I believe, on that header. Oh, it's not. Is it Naby Keita again? It might be Naby Keita again. Either way, the ball has fallen to a Liverpool player who won't put the ball in the back of the net there, so it's fine. But yeah, corners are really, I find corners difficult to defend just in general. Malacia is making that wing run here, and it's a very good wing run. He just needs an option, which I think will be Rashford. That's not a foul. Oh, he's offside. It's not even Rashford, it's Martial. I forgot something on. My audio's done that thing in my ears where it's decided it's not going to work properly, but hopefully it's still working properly on the stream. It's fine. We'll just try and focus on the game at hand, try and get the equaliser. Try and get out of this game with something, which, I mean, we wouldn't deserve it, but try and get out of this game with something. Varane blocks off Jota, and we'll get it away. Defending feels a lot better this year. I'll give him that. I'll give him that. Defending does feel a lot better. Sancho into Tony. Donny's making the run. We'll try and offer him a ball in. Alanga. Oh, can't get the ball back to Van de Beek there.
Andrew Robertson.
Oh, fuck off. Malacia. Salah. Oh, God. Oh, I don't think he'll matter at this point, but he's a man who won us the game against Arsenal, so bring him on. Stream sounds probably fine on my end. I think it's just in my ears then. Which is good, but I'd like to hear the stream properly too. Or the game, even. It's not a substitution I want to make, but McTominay did get that late winner against Arsenal. He's going to have the armband for 6 minutes. Can he do anything? Can he inspire anything in this team here against Liverpool? I'll be honest, I doubt it. We have been the second best all day, but we will try and make the counter here. Tony Marshall. He's got away from Kanate here. Sancho in there. It's a block. Great counter-attack there. Brilliant run by Martial. Commentators count for a second there. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I don't understand the commentary stuff. I don't understand why it is on and off with them. It might be a headset issue again, or something to do with the game. I don't know. But either way, you can hear him for a brief period. Do we want McTominay taking the corner? I'd rather Casemiro in the box, you know. But I mean, McTominay's quite tall. I'd rather Casemiro in the box. It's too close to the keeper. Licha going to find it on the edge of the area. He'll play it to Casemiro for now. McTominay. Can he inspire anything here? Into Sancho. Oh, it's saved by Alisson. That's a fantastic save. That may have been our last hope in this one, but we'll see if we can get something more here. Martinez cuts it out. Gets it to McTominay again. Sancho. 5 minutes of added time. It's beaten to the ball there by Van Dijk. Casemiro. It's Alisson again with a bad pass. Can we make anything out of it? Nope. Not on that occasion. We still do have time though. 5 added minutes gives us time to do something potentially. We're just going to have to throw everything at the field. After this attack, we'll go Liverpool attempt. We'll go ultra attacking. We'll just throw everything up. Just go for it. We have to. Sancho, make the run, lad. Right, okay, you know what? Find out. Tony Marshall versus Virgil van Dijk. Oh, it's a fucking great save again from Alisson, man. We may have to work this corner around rather than just try to put it in the box. This is a last chance for us to potentially get a point here at Old Trafford. If we don't, it is what it is, isn't it? But if we do, it'd be fantastic. We're just going to call a player short and try and work this in, I think. Probably best move. McTominay into Jadon Sancho. Donny van de Beek. Alanga. You just need to find the ball through. Of course, in its infinite wisdom, the game has passed to the wrong player, and we have taken the L, unfortunately, against Liverpool. Of course, Alanga didn't pass it to the correct player. I know the game's over and everything. I just want to show you what I wanted to do here. Give you a little look here. So Alanga gets the ball. I want to play that in to, I think it is Varane, who is in front of the... Is it Varane? I don't know who it is, actually. No, it's Martial, sorry. Varane must have cut back. I wanted this ball from Alanga to go to Martial. I aimed the ball to Martial. So why on earth did it decide to go to Van de Beek, who is marked? Don't know, but Liverpool have got the dub. I mean, arguably they've been a better team, but it has just come down to that Luke Shaw mistake. If it wasn't for Luke Shaw, it'd be a point apiece, but Liverpool probably deserve it. Begrudgingly, I'll admit, Liverpool probably deserved that one. Alisson can't decide if he wants to cost Liverpool or secure the 3 points. I know. I don't know what he was doing. Some fantastic saves from Alisson, but also he gave us the goal to get us back into the game. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. It didn't mean enough. But Liverpool probably deserve it. I'm not happy with Luke Shaw, I'll tell you that much. Take a look at stats. Said 62 at 38 in terms of possession, 15 shots to 14. and 3.5 expected goals to 2.8. Liverpool just edge it, just like they do in the scoreline and in the stats. Quite annoying, but what can you do sometimes? The defence was hard to break down. The only reason we got the goal was because Alisson was an idiot. Man of the match for us, Lisandro Martinez with a 7.5. Fair play to him. I mean, it's always the defence always seems to be strong. It just seems to be one mistake that seems to get Liverpool through, and the mistake here from Luke Shaw got 7.3 or 6.3, which is the right idea. De Gea, it could have been more of a 2 realistically if it hadn't been for this man flying all over the place like he does at his best. 12 shots on target with 10 saves. Marcus Rashford with our goal as well. The assist coming from Alisson for that 7.4 for Marcus Rashford. Anthony Dallo having decent games again. And Luke Shaw may need to sit out the next game, to be honest. I'm not very happy with the way he performed. Man of the match goes to Mo Salah, who was a constant threat on that right-hand side. Luke Shaw really struggled today to deal with Mo Salah. And a goal and an assist from Salah means he's man of the match with 9.3. Diogo Jota with an assist as well for the... I mean, obviously that assist was for the Salah goal at 7.8, and then Salah, of course, assisted the Luis Diaz goal. Luis Diaz getting a 7.5 and putting a goal past De Gea as well. Alisson, despite not sure what team he's playing for, it wasn't really 100% on what team he wanted to play for in that game, did still have a good goalkeeping performance. 7 shots on his goal, saved 6, let that one in that he gave us. He was like, alright, I'll give him one, you know. But in the end, we fall to Liverpool, which is a bit of a pain. Especially, I just want to watch this first goal back. This is the reason we've lost. Because this could have been prevented easily. I don't know why Luke... as much as I watch that back, I still don't know why Luke Shaw has done that. I'm still confused as to why Luke Shaw's done that. Other than just being incompetent, I don't know why he's done that. If that had gone out for the corner, could have defended it. Probably would have defended it. We'll probably be looking at a point apiece just now. But such is the way of the Premier League. Those are the results around the grounds. Crystal Palace beat Arsenal, which cheers me up a little bit because it means... I don't know if it means we're still top, but it does mean Arsenal are still behind us. It's always tough to lose to a rival, especially when it's by such a narrow margin. I think the scoreline was a fair reflection on how the game went. I mean, yeah, in terms of chances, games like this get settled by really fine margins. Massive result for Palace, absolutely. If only we could have taken advantage of getting something today. If we got something today, we'd be a bit more clear at the top of the table. But now I think we're just 1 point ahead of Liverpool. I don't even know if we're top. We will have a look after this, obviously. Can't waste time feeling sorry for ourselves. We need to bounce back. Luke Shaw needs to go away and think about what he's done for a game, which means Malacia will step in next game. Probably would have done anyway. I do like to rotate the team a bit, just to give most of the players game time. Salah's a dangerous player, of course. I mean, he's an excellent player. We do have to look at ourselves, but I will give Salah his credit. Ruined that. Right. I mean, he ran the right-hand side for Liverpool. Luke Shaw didn't know how to deal with him, and in the end, it ended up being a goal for Liverpool when Luke Shaw couldn't deal with Salah. And eventually, we do concede there. Is it Europa League next? Wait, hold on. Did I not have a league game before this? Or am I tripping? I might be tripping. I swear we had a... Oh, the league games are after. Fair enough. Well, up next then, in the Europa League, we've got Jagiellonia again. The only team we've actually managed to beat so far in the groups. Before that, though, we do have a couple of messages. But investing our youth development representing the important target for the club. We're going for it, alright. We're trying. We're getting that. I don't think I actually sent out a scout yet. I will send out a scout, though. That's probably something I should do. And it looks like... What's the other one? Expanding our brand. Get 25 games, at least 1 goal scored this season. We've already done 14. I think we've scored in every game this season, which is still mad. There may be 1 or 2 we haven't scored in. But also... I can't do the brand exposure thing before 25 games are played. The young players thing we'll do in January. We'll figure that out. Scott McTominay, I was disappointed you left me out, boss. I know you're in charge, but I felt 100% ready to play. You did have minutes. I maybe should have given you more minutes, but you did have minutes, so I don't know what you're on about. Keep working on your game. I'll give him a start against Jagiellonia anyway. But before we go into anything, we will send a scout out looking for some young players. I feel like... I don't know where the Youth Academy is in this year's career mode. It's in the squad hub. But yeah, we'll get a Youth Academy scout sent out. We do have some young players in here already, of course. But we'll get somebody sent out. I'm going to be real with you. I don't know how to do it. So, scouts. Will this be youth scouts as well? No. Where are the youth? Where are the youth scouts? Oh, youth staff. If I could read, it'd be brilliant. Okay, so we've got a youth scout already. Arthur Sutton. We'll just get him to look around England for whatever for the rest of the season. Not really too fussed. I'll probably won't use the youth academy much. We'll give him a look anyway. May want to check if any players have release clauses. Lost Sancho because of that. I have had a look. I've renewed some contracts, but I'll take a gander actually. I think most of them I've done. We'll just have a little look down the list as well. Mengi with a release clause, not a worry at the moment. I think he's probably Sancho. Maybe the only one I haven't. No, Sancho's not got one. No, I think I made sure that release clauses in this year. The only one with one is Mengi, and he's out on loan anyway, so should be okay for now. But that's a good reminder actually, that, because I would have forgotten otherwise. I know we're in the Europa League, but I do want to take a little gander at the Premier League table. I could just do it after the game, but I don't want to. This is what we're looking like in Europa League as well, by the way. Little update. Real Sociedad on 7, we're on 5. Jagiellonia are on 3, and Aberdeen are on 1. Aberdeen getting their 1 point because of us. Premier League, though. Joint top with Aston Villa. Not what I expected season 1, but I'm not opposed to it either. It's quite interesting. But we are on 20 points. Still top despite losing to Liverpool. Aston Villa 2nd. Liverpool 3rd now with that win on Arsenal. 1 point behind us. Arsenal dropped to 4th. City and Newcastle 5th and 6th. 1st place and 7th place is separated by 2 points. This is a mad start to the season. Chelsea have gone up to 8th. Spurs have fallen down to 15th. What the fuck? Who did they lose to? I'm nosy. I'm nosy. Who did Spurs lose to? I shouldn't really care, but I just want to laugh. West Ham. Okay. I can't laugh too much. That's probably a realistic result. Anyway, we'll get into the pre-match press conference and then we'll figure out what we're doing for the Europa League. I don't think he's at the point where if we get defeated once, we're out. It's if we don't win here, we're in a bit of trouble. But it's not if we don't win, we don't go through. We won 3-0 last time. Hopefully we could do it again, or at least it doesn't have to be 3-0. A win would be absolutely fine. We definitely look stronger. I mean, I'd hope so. We are going to rotate quite a bit for this one, though. You can never be sure. I would like it to be. That's a beautiful manager, that. I know, he looks great, doesn't he? He looks beautiful in Xbox Series X. Quality as well. Theo Johnson. Little glow up from him. Good little suit. I always have the suit. Or I say I always have the suit. I put the suit on him with the club logo as well. If we want to change it at any point, I mean, that's always an option if I can remember where the fuck the option is. But if not, then it's here, customize. If we want to change it at any point, we can. If we want to change any players around at some point, we'll probably do that in January, though, if I do any player editing. Sutton has gone to England for the season to scout out young players because that's what the board want. And to be honest, I would like some decent players. We do have a decent academy. I don't know if I've actually shown the academy in depth for a while. This is how we're looking. We've got Haris Novak now, who is a 6'1" Slovenian goalkeeper. He's up to 53 rated. We've got Hadi Fofana, who is a 6'3" goalkeeper. He's up to 57 rated. I'm going to hope to get some of these guys loaned out in January as well. The ones that obviously I can with age. Jabu Shabalala, as much as I don't think he'll be anything too much in his career mode, I do want to have him be something just purely because of his name. I just want him involved. So we'll see what happens there. Robert Braun, probably our best prospect in my opinion in terms of potential as well as overall at the moment. He is a German winger who is 5'8" and looks quite nice, to be honest. We're going to try and keep him going as long as we can. Elise Petit He's now up to 56 rated. He is a French cam, or actually left winger. He started out as a cam. We moved him onto the left wing, and he'll hopefully continue to grow in the way he is doing. And then we've got my favourite name of them all, Nkosana Malangu from South Africa. Good little striker, 5'10". I really want to see him succeed down the line because he'd be so much fun to use. And the name is fantastic. So we'll see how that goes as well. But that is a little update on the youth academy we've got. Hopefully we'll get some good English talent in as well to mix up the academy a little bit. And we'll see then. But first, we're going to save over the game so I don't lose anything. I know I do this every game, but I've had saves corrupted in the past. I'm just making sure, alright? Making sure. So up next is Jagiellonia. We'll get the squad picked. It will be a bit of rotation. I don't want to over-rotate because of the fact that we do need this win, but I will give Garnacho a run-out because he needs one. Anthony will come off for Elanga. Martial will start. We'll start Eriksen alongside Fred for some reason. I don't know why I'm using Fred. And then McTominay will step in for Casemiro. Varane is tired, so we'll go Martinez and Lindelof. I know it's an interesting partnership. I don't think I've tried it yet. Lindelof has been a surprise package so far this season, so we'll give him a try. Aaron Wan-Bissaka has been decent. Malacia will come in as well. It's more or less pretty much. I think the only two players that actually stayed in that lineup is Martinez and Lindelof. The rest have dropped to the bench or even the reserves. I think we'll roll with that. We're going to bring on Van de Beek. We don't need Fernandes for the Europa League. I don't think we need Fernandes for this game. We'll give him a good little rest. Didn't really play to his strengths in the Liverpool game either, so maybe rest is what he needs. I think we go with that. Fred will captain. If Fred captains the side over my dead bodies, Fred captains the side. We'll give it McTominay for today. So that is the side for the game against Jagiellonia at Old Trafford. A win is absolutely necessary. A draw, I'll take, obviously, but I would rather not, obviously, have that. Looking at the team then, Henderson in between the sticks, Malacia and Wan-Bissaka as the fullbacks, Martinez and Lindelof as the centre-back partnership. I don't think I've tried. I may have tried it once, but all I know is Lindelof has been heavily underrated in the games I've used him this season. Hopefully that continues. McTominay, CDM, Fred and Eriksen as the centre midfield options. Garnacho off the left, Elanga off the right, and then Anthony Martial through the middle. We're playing against a 5-back, so it'll be hard to break down. But we did win 3-0 last time, so I would like to break them down again. Before we go in as well, very important that we take a look at the goal news and pick Sociedad versus Aberdeen, just so we can keep an eye on that. And hopefully Aberdeen pull up madness. Doubt it, but hopefully. So we'll get into it. Old Trafford versus Jagiellonia. Just once again, I've explained it multiple times at this point. But for anyone that's still new or just joining the series in this episode, first of all, go back and watch the old episodes. What are you doing? But also, if you're wondering why we don't have the real teams in the game, it's because they're not in the game. Ammonia and Sheriff are not in FIFA. So, they've been replaced with Jagiellonia and, weirdly enough, Aberdeen. That is the table. If Aberdeen can pull from madness, I won't be opposed, but it will really come down to that game against Sociedad as to who goes through group top.
Here is how Manchester United are lining up. Number 13, Dean Henderson. Number 29, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Number 2, Victor Lindelof. Number 39, Scott McTominay. Number 14, Christian Eriksen. Number 17, Fred. And number 9, Anthony Martial.
11 for the visitors today.
Well, when they don't have possession, it will be a back five. But when they win the ball back, the wing-backs will push further forward to make it a 3-5.
I just want to see if this works a bit better. Can I be heard now? Because if so, then I might have to just use my earphones. It's a bit annoying, but I don't know what's up with my headset, because I paid a fucking amount for it. McTominay, oh fuck. Alright, you can hear me now. Okay. Yeah, I'm using my earphones. I don't know what is up with that headset. I think I paid it was 35 quid for it, and it just hasn't worked with either of my controllers. So I'll have to invest in a new headset, probably. But I don't know what's up with it. I thought it was the Xbox One controller, but don't have that. Let's focus again. Get back on track. Ericsson passing it to them. I think it was a goal that just happened, but I didn't see who it was for. Get the ball away in that scramble. Ericsson through to Martial. Garnacho into Ericsson. We need to try and build here. We find the girl. Find the girl.
find a goal, which Ericsson could try and do. The great save. Try and find a goal, and we're set for this game. I try to get myself back into the fucking mode of recording, but Jesus Christ, I don't know why the headset is so bad. I've had headsets like that before, and they've worked perfectly fine. Sorry, I've not won the ball there. Okay, I mean, Martial's a player to watch today. Apparently, Malacia, great reads. I did win the ball with him already, so it makes sense I win them again. Alanga. McTominay. It will be a little harder this time because I think I've rotated more than what I did in the other Polish team game. Alanga. I mean, it's a goal. The game audio is a tad loud. Alright. We'll switch that as well then. I don't understand. Why can't everything just work properly, alright? Country volume. We'll put down to 3. Same ambient volume, put that 3. Everything else should be fine. We'll see if that's any better. We have scored with Alanga. It's just made sure the ball's got in. How is that for sound quality? Hopefully it's okay. So, the pass has gone to the wrong player for Martial, which, of course, the course. It's a usual thing. But luckily it's fallen to Alanga. Sorry to try to help as much as I can. It's not annoying. No, it's helpful. It's really helpful. I can't hear it myself on the stream, so it's good to have someone who knows. Alanga getting his first goal in European football. And we lead. Hopefully that sounds better. I think we might have to just persist with the earphones for now until I can find what's up with the headset, or I get a new one. But that's okay. For now, hopefully. Garnacho can't get there. I've done bad audio for a little while. It's so weird. There might be something with the audio jack. I'll figure it out. Alanga. He could run roughshod today. He's having a bit of fun on this right side. Did I dribble that? No, I did. I swear I didn't dribble. I want to watch this back. I swear I kept that in. That was bad from me. But well, okay, right. I'll rephrase what I said. I passed it when the ball was still in. Whether he's done it late is not my prerogative. I mean, yeah, fair enough. I passed it way before he dribbled off. That's how he does games fake. Alanga scoring goals in Europa League. We've just seen the real Alanga there. Mate, I ran too fast. Always play it back, and I didn't get an option till late. But realistically, I shouldn't have dribbled off. Thought I'd done it in time, really, to be honest. But it is what it is. This is by no means going to be a tidy game. It's not by any means going to be a game of quality. We're just going to hopefully get the win and be on our way. Alanga tackled. It's going to be a throw into Manchester United. Alanga will try and find another move in here. We do have our goal, which is important to me. McTominay out to Alanga. Oh, just lock on to the correct player. I'm not asking for a lot. I'm asking for when I aim the ball to the player I want it to go to. It goes to the player I want it to go to. I'm not asking for miracles here, alright? Blocked by Martinez. It's going to be a corner to Jagiellonia. I know I can't prove in any way where I'm in the pass, but I think it's in most situations it's fairly obvious where I want to pass it, and for some reason sometimes it just doesn't want to. Interesting. Garnacho can't win the header, but luckily the header is wide from the Jagiellonia player, and it is still 1-0 luckily at the moment, despite everything going against us. Audio, passing, Alanga, despite scoring. You're asking for the bare minimum from this game. You're not so much that score. Oh yeah, sorry, of course. Of course, passing, nah. What we'll do is we'll put more into Ultimate Team and it'll be more of a cash grab game. I just need to think for a second. I need to think. I'm not. It's a simple pass. I've asked for that to go back to Lindelof. What? It boggles my mind how long we've had this game and how the passing is still in a state of what it is. It's fine. We'll try. I'm not trying to lose my mind. I've already lost my mind with the audio. I'm just gonna try to stay calm for the duration. McTominay into Ericsson, Alanga. I mean, most of the time you know where the passes are going, or you know where the passes you want them to go. It's like sometimes when the game passes to players that are offside for no reason. Ericsson blocked off that shot. I don't know why it does it. Fred to McTominay. Alanga. Ball in. On the edge to Fred. Fuck it. Oh my god, that's an awful effort. That's an awful effort from the Brazilian masterman. He shot the ball, is all you can say about that. That's about all you can say about that. Nothing more, nothing less. Nothing more, nothing less. Alanga. So far this... Okay, fair enough. Good tackle. So far this career mode, I've had some ups, I've had some downs. It just seems to be that we can't get a steady run of form going. It's kind of annoying, but it's kind of realistic like Man United as well. So, Alanga. Ball ends away. It was meant for Garnacho, but it's cleared away. Fair play. The spirit of Pele took over Fred's body for a minute there. I know. Shooting like that. I just want... Again, it's another one. I'm not really complaining about it as much this year either because it's actually a lot better as tackling this year. I can't fault it too much. But when I do tackle, I want to win the ball and keep it. That's the whole point of tackling. But so far this year, I've not had too much complaints about the defensive system, which is good. That was the main complaint I had last year. I know obviously passing, but the defensive system arguably worse, in my opinion. Will Alanga win that? Nope. He's challenged for it, but it would have been a foul. Referees played advantage of it. This has been kind of a dead game because it's just been... I try to pass it to my player. The game doesn't want to pass it to my player. My audio cuts out. I try and fix it. And then I try and pass it to my player again. The game doesn't want to pass it to my player. I don't know what I've done there. Yeah, okay. Right. We're not even going to go into that. Throw into Jagiellonia. I think my idea was to slide tackle the guy, but he never won the ball off me. That's why I did that. McTominay. Can't get it through to Garnacho. That'll be a half time. You know what, we'll take it. We'll win him. It's not pretty, but we'll win him. We have not played brilliantly at all. We've not even played good, I would say. We've played quite bad, if anything. But the one shining light is this is a team that won't cause us many problems, and if they do, we've got the capabilities to deal with them. We do have the goal on them as well with Alanga. We got a little bit lucky with his goal, to be fair. And what does matter is we're winning. The problem is, well, Real Sociedad are 2-0 up over Aberdeen in the other group game. A couple of the other results here as well. Going to take any ganders into any of them, any proper looks into any of them. There you go. Take a look at the stats at half time. I'm not really... I mean, we are the better team, but it's like being the better team against the League 2 side. It's not really a challenge. 58 to 42 in terms of possession. 5 shots to 3 and 1 expected goal to 0.4. If Alanga is your best player in the first half, that's not a good sign. Players have to step up in the second half. I don't usually check the ratings at half time, but I want to see if Alanga is actually our best player. Nah. Right, I get he scored a goal. Don't take the piss. Don't take the fucking piss. Second half, let's just try and make sure we hold on to this rather than bottling it. Rather than letting a goal in and not being able to capture all 3 points. Because we've done that before this season on many an occasion. I mean, Aberdeen was a key example of that. I don't want it to be a similar thing. In fact, actually, we were chasing the game against Aberdeen, if I remember correctly. McTominay, Martial, if he could score here, he can. Straight out of the gate in the second half. And that will do it. And it's going to become a matter of how many rather than are we going to score. Anthony Martial needed that for confidence. I'll give him that one. I don't know if I can be heard over the crowd. Old Trafford going absolutely ballistic for a goal against Polish farmers. Passed in by McTominay. Finished by Martial. Beautifully powered. Beautifully executed into the top left. And we do lead 2-0 now here at Old Trafford. And it's going to be an uphill battle for Jagiellonia. I think both Jagiellonia and Aberdeen knew that they weren't going to get through. Are you joking me? Are you? Oh my God. It was almost instantly a third. Fred winning that ball back perfectly. And Tony Marshall putting in a shot on goal. I made it sound really English there. Tony Marshall. Anthony Martial putting the ball on goal. Didn't quite find a finish. Ericsson towards McTominay. It's a fantastic save. McTominay made the move. Put his head where the boots were. Could have had his head kicked off. Ericsson. Ball in again towards McTominay. It worked last time. It's not going to work on this occasion. Lindelof. Garnacho. Starboy. Starboy. It's 3. And it's a first Manchester United goal for Alejandro Garnacho. And that, I mean, I don't think it was ever in doubt, but that will wrap up 3 points for Manchester United and probably qualification to the next round. I think that's deflected, which is why it's gone in, but I don't care. It's their first goal for the Wonder Kid. It has deflected off a defender. He couldn't do much about that. The keeper couldn't even see it coming. What are the fans doing? Celebrate like we won the Champions League final for scoring goal against us. I know, the reactions are a bit over the top, but we've really kicked off in the second half already. And again, it's just one of those where it's a matter of how many rather than are we going to score. We're having a bit of fun now. Garnacho tried to get it back to Fred, couldn't find the room. Lindelof heads it forward. But we're just chilling now, we'll just chill back. Who the hell is that? Looks nothing like Garnacho. I know, they've done him dirty with the player face. He doesn't even have one, it's so silly. Alanga. To Garnacho again, Starboy! I mean, I say it's a great save, he saved it. Tony, tried to get the shot off, but it was a good tackle. Their keeper is a very questionable goalkeeper. He's had some good saves from the McTominay, or a good save from the McTominay header, and he lets the Garnacho goal in. It's a weird one. Alanga, McTominay, from range. We shouldn't need to make substitutions, but we might make them anyway because we do have Brentford in 3 days. So for fitness reasons, I'll still make the changes at some point, but not just yet. Chernik coming on for the away side, like it's going to matter. Nastic coming off. Look at Cal the Dragon in goal. I mean, that's an insult to this goalkeeper because this goalkeeper can actually make saves. Garnacho into Fred. The Brazilian mastermind. Oh, you know what? It had to keep her scrambling. It had to keep her scrambling. Have to bring off Ericsson soon. Give him a match against his former club next episode, or not next episode, next game. Weird to think Ericsson was ever at Brentford, but he was. I'm telling you. Fred to Malacia. McTominay has run the ball into that. Right. These guys are fucking awful. These guys are bad. We should be winning this. I'm glad we have been. The fact that we drew to Aberdeen as well is a bit embarrassing, but we'll get our revenge on them. Is that race Malacia, to be fair? Right. Okay. Now I get that he is at risk Malacia, but I've literally dead ass tackled him. And it's just decided, nah. Alright, Donny can come on. We'll make our other changes as well. But the main one is Donny getting a bit more minutes. I may be overplaying Donny, but I don't care. I love Donny. Van der Beek. You know what? Maguire can have some minutes as well. He needs them. Those are probably the only changes we're going to make. To be honest, I'd like to keep Sancho and Anthony fully fit. I've just realised I made this substitution separate to all the other ones. It was going to look a bit weird. I mean, we've done Eriksen for Van de Beek. Like, oh wait, hold on. Couple more. Maguire for Lindelof. Rashi for Martial. I mean, I know Rashford scored against Liverpool, but it would do him the world of confidence if he could score again here tonight. I mean, it is only Jagiellonia, who I've never even heard of before his career mode. I thought there was somebody running down the wing. I'm dumb. Never mind. Good save, Hendo. I thought there was someone down the wing. That's typical Fred, that. Just play it to nobody. Van de Beek, Elanga. I've got to give Elanga credit. He's been creative off that right hand side. I mean, he did dribble off the ball off the pitch, which instantly means that you need to be sued. But beyond that, indecent. McTominay taking it on his weak foot for whatever reason. How have they got into the Europa League? Got a stinky squad. It's also replaced the teams that we don't have in real life, because the team we had Ammonia and Sheriff in real life. They're not in the game, so it's just auto replaced with some random team, and I don't know why they picked this team. Maybe could have changed it, but I didn't. It wouldn't have mattered. We'll just get some other stinky team. I mean, it does work for us. I mean, it'd be us and Sociedad that went through, regardless of who the group was. But still, we must have a bit more challenge. Garnacho did get fouled there, but by no means will it be an advantage for whatever reason. Rashford. Oh, great save. How's this guy gone from Carlo Dragon to Neuer in like 5 minutes? Who knows? It's just about seeing this one out. Now, we've gone ultra defensive, so we're just chilling back, relaxing, holding our lead, hopefully getting another clean sheet against these guys. Van de Beek. For a corner, it will come to Fred. Malacia. Fred, why not, eh? Well, that's why not. Just catch shoot. Van de Beek. Garnacho, Starboy. Rashford going to try and turn here. Off to Garnacho. Garnacho again. Can't get the ball off for the second shot. The first one was blocked. Oh, Maguire's been done. Maguire's been done by a Polish farmer. Oh dear. No offence to any supporters of this team if you're watching. First of all, fair play to you for supporting this team. Second of all, Maguire has found his level. It's safe to say with his performance we're winning the Europa League. If you're basing it off this performance, I know you're joking, thankfully. If you're basing it off this performance, then I mean, we'll win everything. We'll win the Premier League too. Fuck it, why not? Elanga, Donny, Rashford. Oh mate, how can you score against? I mean, I know how you can score against Liverpool because Alisson dead ass gave it to you on a plate. But how can you score against Liverpool and struggle to get past this Polish defence? It might not even be a Polish defence, but a defence of this Polish club. Maguire's been dispossessed. Luckily, it's fallen to Malacia. Fred. This performance, despite us winning 3-0, this performance is filled with absolutely no confidence at all. Ref, don't know what I'm complaining about, but just give me some. Elanga gets his shot saved. Late change for the away side. Prequel? Probably saying it wrong. He's going to make way for a Juan Kamara. If Fred was the lad who killed Abraham Lincoln, he would have lived in 90. Van de Beek towards Maguire. The Maguire headers were a staple of last year's career mode. We managed to save Maguire's career last year. That's the levels we have at this club. Being 100% serious, Fred will lead us to glory. Oh boy, I can't wait till he goes in January. Donny towards Maguire. Oh, great save. That is actually a really good save. Denying Maguire first United goal in this career mode. It's a brilliant ball in by Donny though, to be fair. Straight up to the head of Maguire. Just couldn't find a way to make it 4 on that occasion. Donny van de Beek once again in the corner. We're going to try him for Maguire again. Whether it works is a different matter. Maguire! Oh, he's there. He was in the conversation a little bit. Donny won't get there. Oh, he will. I'm so confused. It didn't look like I was near it, and then suddenly I had it for a touch, and then lost it again. Without being able to control what to do with touch. You what? Great by Malacia. I think I tackled with Martinez, but I'm not 100% sure. I pressed the B button to tackle. I couldn't tell you if I actually did. Fred into Rashford. Please bag this for your own confidence, lad. You have got to be kidding me. I swear, if he doesn't get given the ball straight from the goalkeeper, Rashford can't find a finish this season. He's only got 4 goals. Which by November is a bit questionable for a striker. If you sell Ferdinho, a mid-term manager, I can't lie. The fact that you call him Ferdinho makes me want to do it more. Van de Beek, that's just not enough quality on the ball, not enough height, not enough anything. Corners are a work in progress. Malacia dispossesses, and I'll try to push for a fork here just to see it out. Will Donny get it? Not with shooting like that, he won't. Jesus Christ. Mate, I'm trying to rescue your career a little bit here, but you're not giving me anything to go off with shooting like that. Don't get me wrong, Donny. I'm happy to give you the minutes. I'm happy to give you the chances. But when you're taking your chances like that, I'm not sure. We're gonna get one more run at this. Oh, it doesn't matter anyway. We've won 3-0. We're celebrating like that, not just because we beat the Polish team, of course, but because we are officially through to the next round of the Europa League. Both Aberdeen and Jagiellonia have lost, which means that we do indeed qualify for the next round of the Europa League, which wasn't in doubt, despite some of our performances. Jagiellonia have made it very easy. Alanga, Martial and Garnacho with the goals to see us through. He's playing with that effort, sending back to Ajax. Van de Beek, you need to watch out, mate. Plane's leaving soon. Take a look at that. We deserved it. We did piss around a bit, to be honest, but it was just incredibly easy. I didn't want to make it a massacre. I wanted to show mercy a little bit. 63 and 37 in terms of possession, 23 shots to 5, and 5 expected goals to 0.8. So, take a look at the man of the match. Probably Alanga somehow. Yep, Alanga, yeah, 9.4, my fucking bum tube. He was good, but not 9.4. A goal for him anyway, and 9.4 for whatever reason. I refuse to believe that that's his actual rating. Garnacho off the left, decent game today, got his goal, 7.9. McTominay filled in that CDM role really well. We know he can do that because we've seen it on FIFA 22, but he's not going to get as much of a chance with Casemiro about. Martial with a goal and a 7.7 as well. Martinez strong at the back despite overcommitting a couple of times. And Victor Lindelof, a good centre-back performance as well as an assist. When did he get an assist? Fair play, an assist from centre-back for Victor Lindelof. Ericsson with the other assist and a 7.1. Did we get any other assists? No, we didn't. As for, I forgot the name already, Jagiellonia, if you can pick a man of the match, there's 3 contenders. Pazdan at centre-back, Pospisil at cam, or Tiru at centre-back. If you look at these overalls, by the way, this isn't a Europa League side. This is a side that's struggling in the Championship in the English pyramid. But it is what it is. I'm not caring. We were going to go for it regardless. Real Sociedad won 3-0. That means that they will still be top. But what matters is we're both through. If we can beat Real Sociedad when we play them, we'll go for a top. So, Fred absolutely robbed the man of the match. I'm not sure about this. It's like you. This is like the thing where you hated Cavani. You're the opposite of Fred. Eventually, we didn't have much to do. Yeah, exactly. We're just chilling. Easiest clean sheet Hendo will ever get. I think he had maybe 2 saves, but he had to actually work for. It's all about player. In that one, it was all about players. I mean, we're Manchester United with quality. They're Jagiellonia with probably the depth of a lower tier Championship, maybe higher tier League One side. I wasn't worried that we would drop points there. Although we did drop points against Aberdeen, so fuck knows what will happen for his last 2 Europa League games. We'll find out in the coming episodes. I'm pushing a Fred agenda. Lovely. Can't wait. I'm going to put him on the transfer list just to spite you. So 3 days pass and we get Brentford. Take a look at the news stories between what happened there and what is going to happen this time. Garnacho scores first goal this season. Garnacho scored for the first time this season to push Manchester United to a 3-0 win against Jagiellonia and Bournemouth. Fair play to us. Calvert-Lewin grabs October Player of the Month award. I guess he's been doing good. I don't even know who the nominees were. What were the nominees? Nominees were Salah for Liverpool, Calvert-Lewin for Everton, Ramsey for Aston Villa, and Grealish for Manchester City. No Man United nominees again. It's not really a bad thing because we're kind of all performing. Man United need to win versus Jagiellonia. Anything other than victory today will see them fail to get through. It wouldn't have seen us fail to get through because we still had 2 more games. But what does matter is we are through. I'll show you the leaderboard in a sec. Liverpool lost to Aston Villa, which means I think Aston Villa are top now. I don't know what is happening with Aston Villa. I need to have a look at their squad in a minute because I don't know who they've signed, but apparently they're just popping off. Andreas Pereira scoring a hat-trick is about as realistic as Fred scoring 1 goal. He's got to follow me, he's got to perform. I guess we could always bring him back at some point, but we won't. I don't know who Healy is, but apparently he could debut against us. If you put him on the transfer list, I'm cameo. We'll take a look at the standings. Some teams have played their 11th games. As you can see, Villa are indeed top of the table, which is a bit mad, which means we need to beat Brentford to regain top spot. You told me Aston Villa were going to be going for the Premier League title season 1. I don't know what I would have said because I didn't expect us to be this high either, really. Take a look at the Europa League though real quick before we go any further. You'll see we are definitely through regardless now. I mean we're not. But I don't see us fucking it up. I don't see Jagiellonia beating both Aberdeen and Sociedad. I don't think we can fuck this up really. Sociedad are definitely through. If we somehow don't get through, I'm quitting the career mode early. But we should get through. Save over, and we'll get into this next game against Brentford. This episode might be a little longer than the other ones have been because I've tried to fix audio issues this whole episode. So, I mean, it could be interesting. Did I say Warby for Brentford? International duty between 10th and 16th November. There's all your... I'm not reading them all again. I read them every time. But there's all the people who are on their way out. I think it's most of our starting 11. So it's a good job there's a break between there because we have absolutely no depth. And also, I don't think Premier League play during international breaks anyway. So it's fine. So after the Brentford game, they'll go on internationals. They'll come back and play Bournemouth. And that will end the episode. So Man United take on Brentford. Casemiro versus Tony apparently is the battle. I'm not sure how they've figured that one out. But hopefully we can beat Brentford and continue on. And maybe, I mean, if we do beat them, we'll go back top. But, I mean, Brentford are a bit of a wild card team. So we'll check the stamina real quick and set up as we want. I think, do we go full strength for Brentford? I'm going to start Van de Beek off the outset. Call me mad, but I'm going to start him off the outset. Lindelof as well. I think those are the only changes we're going to make. The rest of them will remain as is. Shaw, you've got a bit of making up to do. In fact, you know what? You're not getting any making up yet. We're going to give Malacia another run out. He was decent. He was better than Shaw anyway. He didn't give away a goal. So take a look at the side then for today. De Gea in goal. Malacia and Dalot as the fullbacks. Lindelof and Varane as the centre-backs. CDM is Casemiro. Centre midfield options, Fernandes and Van de Beek, with Fernandes captain inside. Sancho left wing. Anthony right wing. Rashford up top. We're at the G-Tech Community Stadium and we will be getting into proceedings. Fred deserves a start after that performance. You know what? Fred can rot in the reserves. Fred is staying exactly where he is. He is not coming out. Not coming out. I should have started out. I do want to start Ericsson against his former side, but we'll give him minutes in the second half. So without further ado, G-Tech Community Stadium, Brentford versus Manchester United. Let's against it. The only way Fred is getting a start is Europa League or Carabao Cup. And even then, it's not definite.
Visitors, Manchester United and your Brentford. Today's team for Brentford. Number 18, Pontus Jansson. Number 5, Ethan Pinnock. Number 3, Rico Henry. Number 27, Vitali.
This Brentford team are going to be wild cards, to say the least. It's going to be easy. I'm feeling like a Forest or a Southampton style game here, where we somehow only get a point out of this. But we'll play for the 3, obviously. We just need to. This episode so far, we've not been as good as we can be, purely because we played Liverpool where we just underperformed, and we played a team where we didn't need to perform. So we'll see. Interesting to go Ayer on the bench rather than starting, but there you go. I'm absolutely disgusted by the manager for the treatment of Fred. Hashtag Jordan in, hashtag calm me out. Well, tell you what, we'll give him the game against Bournemouth, alright? If he can prove himself there, then he'll get maybe another game at some point, ever.
Thank you. Enjoy the game.
I'm not committed to anything with Fred because he's absolutely gash on this game, but we'll give him a try at some point. Now that man is what I'm scared of. Mainly him, not him. Casemiro. I'm scared. I'm scared of Casemiro, but he's on my side, so less scared. Kicking off proceedings at the G-Tech Community Stadium then. Brentford versus Manchester United. A win would see us go back to the top ahead of Aston Villa on goal difference. Point. It probably puts in 3rd, I think. And then a loss, obviously, would keep us where we are. Which, I think we're actually in 3rd currently. Malassia's been taken out for dinner. Well, can we, yeah, we're just that. And Mbeumo already on a yellow card early. That's a good start. Doesn't mean that Mbeumo has to watch himself for the rest of the game. I saw him get taken out. Yeah, okay, yeah. That's like I thought. It is a yellow, yeah, but like it's stupid. Why do that? You're only fucking yourself over for the rest of the game. Malacia into Lindelof, back to Malacia. Donny van de Beek spots Sancho on the right, which is not where I started him, and also not where he should be playing. But we'll say it's because of the free kick. Can't get through the gap there with Donny. Casemiro puts a foot in. Van de Beek. Fernandes. Can't find a way through. This defence is going to be hard to break down. It's going to be very resilient. Donny van de Beek may do it. It's blocked and it'll be a corner. Never a foul. Nah, I got the ball in it. And Mbeumo was just getting the ball. Fernandes. Towards Dallo! Saved by Boyko. I think he must be a new signing, so I don't recognise him. Malacia into. Well, it was meant to be into Sancho. Probably start Lindelof. He will make mistakes sometimes. Majority of the time, he's good. Oh, that's a fantastic save at close range. Reactions from De Gea there, brilliant. It's brilliant play by Mbeumo on the side, but Brentford should be 1-0 up. It's a great save from De Gea to deny that. Anthony. Now we're on the attack. Bruno should do a little bit more in attack, really. We'll just play it back to Casemiro for now while we assess our options. Back in to Van der Beek, who... It's interesting that how the Brentford player made the foul, but he's the one who fell over. Right, this is going to be an interesting one because I can't do free kicks for shit in this game so far. But I'm going to shoot this one because it's my best. I think it's the closest one I've had in this game yet. Whether this goes in is a different matter, but I'll give it a go. Right, so what we'll do is we're going to just turn it there. Hopefully, it's similar to 22. We'll do that and then do that. hit the wall. The idea was there. I'll still have to learn free kicks, I think. I'll put some time in them, learning them. Thought it would have been easier to pass it off if I didn't know how to take them, but I wanted to see what I could do. Oh, fuck off. Oh, fuck. Right. I messed up with Varane. I tackle with Lindelof and the game's like, try again. No? But in all seriousness, Brentford yet to score yet, which is thankful. I'm thankful for, because they've had a couple of good chances. We've not been at our best. We really haven't been at our best today. Rashi. Casemiro, he scored one from range before. And he tests Boyko. Fred would have bagged that. Fred would have put that back to Manchester. Bruno Fernandes. On the corner. If you ever think I'm letting Fred take a free kick, you must be out of your mind. There's things I'll let Fred do, but taking a free kick is not one of them. I don't know why Anthony's running away, because I'm in control of Anthony and my stick isn't facing that way. Varane is an idiot. Oh, this kind of tight work. Oh, I can't do anything about it. I can use my very good goalkeeper to save the shot. Dallo, oh Dallo, you've really impressed me this season. Don't throw it all down the pan. Only to Anthony. That's a heavy touch. Good work still though for Rashford. Pace for Rashford is good, but the ability to dribble past the player isn't. Lindelof does get there ahead of Mbeumo. I'd be surprised if he didn't, because he did have a good head start on him. But I suppose Mbeumo is faster. Malacia. Bruno. To Sancho. Into Rashford. He bag. Nope, it's a save. Anthony. Into Donny. Can he bag? He can, of course. Why is Donny always overperforming in Manchester United career modes that I do? His 4th goal of the season, which for him is good. I think he scored the same amount this season as Rashford now, which is a bit mad. But he's done well, and he's found the bottom corner with the weak foot. And that is why we start Donny ahead of Fred. Picks out the right corner, finds the finish, and makes it 1-0 Manchester United. Maybe against a running play, but who cares? Goal's a goal, innit? Yeah, 4th goal of the season for Donny. This is mostly off the bench as well. I think this is his first start in the Premier League. Don't even know if the real Donny has scored that many since he joined the club. He probably hasn't. I know he's got one. It was a game where we lost 4-1 to Watford and Solskjaer got sacked. Whether he has more than one is a different matter. Malacia. Sancho. I should have played that earlier. He's gagging for it. Rashford. Oh, he's 2. Oh, we're free scoring. And Rashford makes it 2 as soon as we get it 1. And it may be time to change the sliders again. But we hit Brentford with a quick double. And we lead 2-0 now. Rashford turns inside his man. I think it's Pinnock that gets turned inside. And it's a great finish from Rashford. Now, for a brief period of time, Donny had the same amount of goals as Marcus Rashford. That's no longer the case. 2-0. So that's number 5 for the number 10. Might be wrong. Oh my god. It's Casemiro, man. It's, yeah, I think we may have to do Hickey those old sliders. We lost to Liverpool though. It's not like it's easy. It's just Brentford is bad apparently. Casemiro immediately dispossessed them off kickoff, and all Rashford has to do is slide it into the bottom corner. It's not difficult, but fucking Casemiro, man. He's a little. I say he's little. He's a massive fucking rock in that midfield. It's gone from 0-0 at the 28th minute to 3-0 at the 34th minute. Now it's the 5th goal for Rashford. Maybe it's his 5th goal. I don't know how many he's got in all competitions, to be honest. Casemiro, Rashford, Anthony. Could be 4 yet. Casemiro blocked on that attempt. We go for some record scorelines here, do you reckon? If you told me about 2 real life minutes ago it'd be 3-0, then I'd probably liar. Tony's won that ball back really well, to be fair. Dallo tackles the Wobie and will get it away. And now Anthony. Anthony doesn't outrun Rico Henry here, I don't think. Damn it. I mean, Henry had a running start. Jeez, oh. Jesus! Right, no, because, like, no. Okay, so there we go. Case closed. In all seriousness, I blocked that. I blocked that. How's that still gone for it, Tony? We just need to review this footage. Varane is there. Has made the block. Okay, this is after the block. Let's just go back to before the block. Has made the block. And it's just gonna... Sorry. Did the ball go in the ground? Is that part of the ball in the... Whatever. It's a cracking shot from Tony. The Tony goal should have gone in. I wouldn't have even been mad if it had been the Tony goal. But it's just the way that it bounces straight to their player because it's EA Sports, isn't it? So a man who probably should have been sent off for his foul on Malacia earlier on is the one who scored it as well. So it's just rubbing it in a bit. That's what I mean by there's no point in doing the sliders too much because they'll just crack one from fucking wherever and score whenever. I can score 3 and then they'll just get one back from absolutely nothing. Although to be fair, my goals have come from absolutely nothing as well. Lindelof has to outstrengthen Bournemouth there. It's a good finish, I suppose, but Lindelof has to do better in that situation. Not to mention the fact that Varane has to do better with the whole Tony situation in the first place. I do tackle him, and then for whatever reason he runs off. I feel like somebody's controlling the movement stick, and it's not me. Because sometimes my players just move in directions that I'm not moving them. I'm like, yeah, it's funny a little bit, kinda, but also stupid. Sancho dispossesses. 20 minutes of added time. Can Rashford gets hat-trick before the break? Good save from Boyko. Do you know what, actually, FIFA 23? I didn't want to switch to Anthony there to try and intercept that one. I didn't want to switch to Anthony to try and get the ball. That'll bring it clear and that'll be half time. It's been an interesting game so far because nothing happened. Then we scored 3 in 5 minutes. And then Tony cracked one from miles out off the bar. If that had gone in, probably a goal of the season contender. The header on the rebound from Bournemouth finds the back of the net too. It's 3-1 at the break. Van der Beek with one. Rashford with a quick brace. Take a look at the stats. Do we deserve it? Probably. 10 shots to 5, 62% possession to 38. 2.4 expected goals each though. I don't know. It's a weird one. I don't know how they've had 100% shot accuracy when Tony's literally hit the bar as well, but who am I to complain? Let's just get going to the second half and hopefully hold on to this result. We're going to go and sit back a little bit now, I think. I don't trust this game to not fuck me over, to be honest with you. Why is Iwobi out on the right now? I mean, it's a good bit of play by Brentford again. They could get in here. And I know it wouldn't matter much to the situation, but I did want to go Varane there to try and get across. He's not even close, so it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, he switched off Varane immediately anyway for no reason, so... Anthony's not... Okay, I'm going to stay quiet. I'll say Anthony's not going to win the header, and then he went and won the header. The Tony shot was poor, world-class header though. You're just trolling at this point. Dallo's on the counter-attack run here. No, he's gone deep in this one. Donny. That's for Rashford? I mean, it was for Rashford. It's got Sancho instead. I wish we could have beaten them 4-0. It would have been perfect revenge from the start of the season, but they got their goal now, so must have beaten 5-1 instead. Hold on. Is Tony left wing? Have they changed their formation for Tony to go left wing? I don't know why Tony would be left wing anyway. Anthony plays for Dallo, who has absolutely nothing on in the box. I lied, but it was a good block anyway. Lindelof. It's stuff like that where I've quite clearly won the ball. The game needs to give it to them, just to be nice. Bit of charity there for Brentford. Varane to Casemiro. Well, it was to Van de Beek, but it's a good interception. I don't mind when it's a good interception. It's just when the pass goes to the physical wrong player, but that was for Van de Beek on that occasion. Rashi to... I'm not gonna even say the player's name out loud anymore. It was for Bruno. Speaking of Bruno, 4. Great move, fantastic move, and that does wrap up the game. And I'm wondering whether I just bring on some rotation talents now just to see out the game. But it doesn't really matter because we've got a 12-day break between now and Bournemouth. I'm not sure what to do with the sliders because we'll beat Brentford 4-1 and then we'll lose to Liverpool 2-1, which I guess is kind of realistic, but I just felt like this game has been too easy. Maybe got a bit lucky though, to be fair, actually, as well, because the expected goals were similar at half-time.
Goal for Manchester United, number 8.
Bruno makes it 4-1. We just dispossessed them so easily. I love the tackling this year. Win the ball back as well. Fuck it, we'll crack one with Donny for no reason other than I want to make the changes. That wasn't really an effort that I cared about. Eriksen will come on, get some minutes against his former club. Martial will get a little run out at top. Martinez for Varane. Shaw for Malacia. And we'll bring on McTominay for Casemiro. We're doing all 5 substitutions. We're going for it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go for it, and then we'll just settle for defensive. Everyone's getting changed. Have that. I've never tried all 5 substitutions at once. That's what it looks like. It's a good point to do it because we're 4-1 up. They may score another one because of reasons, but no real danger that we're not going to get 3 points here now. Shaw to Fernandez. Back to Sancho. Back post is Anthony. I mean, he's tiny, so I don't know why we're crossing it in. He won 1 header, doesn't mean he's going to win them all. Torres left in the dust there by Tony. Now Damsgaard. Back to Rico Henry. Dallo intercepts Eriksen. Anthony's asking for it. Anthony's going to receive the ball. The other Anthony's asking for it, but it's been headed away. Maybe we shouldn't have lifted that one. Eriksen now on the right against his former club. Interesting. Really interesting. Lisandro Martinez. Fernandez. Sancho. Just for once, hold on to the ball, lad. Sancho, no, you're not doing well in real life. Doesn't mean you need to start doing bad in game as well. You've had a decent season so far, mate. Sancho. Bruno was actually meant for Shaw, but that actually works better. Eriksen against his former club, closed down off the shot. I don't like games like this, where we dominate. I mean, it makes sense because we should be. I would like to dominate games, obviously, but I like the closer games more. Can I go Lindelof, please? Thank you. Good block. Saved by De Gea. I knew they were going to try and do something. The worst scenario in this game is when you're trying to defend, you try to grab hold of one of your centre backs, you try to play switch to one of your centre backs, and for whatever reason, it either takes forever to do it, or it'll put you to someone else who's not even involved in play, like your left back or your right back or even your centre mid sometimes. I just want to be my centre back when I've tried to switch to them. And I've tried the right stick switching because I've heard that actually helps. It just doesn't help me. I feel like I've struggled more with the right stick switching. Tony shot blocked by Darlow. I can't lie. Brentford do deserve more in the 4-1. Their attacking play has been quite good. But we've just been clinical in front of goal. Boyko's had a bit of a disaster in the goal for Brentford. We're still trying to find a way to get the Weghorst deal done in real life. Don't be surprised if you don't see that deal in career mode. I'll try and get Butland and Weghorst till the end of the season, but Butland probably won't want to be loaned out. Palace probably won't want to loan him out, and Weghorst still on loan at Besiktas, and I doubt they'll cancel it in game. Are we going for a Lindelof counter attack? You know what? Fuck it, man. Fuck it. Strange things have happened. You know what? We gave it our all. I just wanted to see if I could. I never really knew that I should. I probably didn't think I would. Shot. Good tackle. Doesn't keep the ball in. It's still a fantastic tackle though. Shaw's made up for that Liverpool game a little bit, but I'm still a bit vexed about it. Changes for Brentford. Jan Wissa's just come on. There we got a late contribution from Brentford. It won't be much more than a late contribution. We've wrapped up at 3 points. We wrapped up at 3 points in the first half, to be honest. That spell of 3 goals in 6 minutes was beautiful. Great blocking by Lindelof. I tell you, Lindelof may be the biggest unsung hero yet in this career mode. Darlow, I would like to say he's been an unsung hero, but I've sung his praises quite a lot. But Lindelof is one that's kind of gone under the radar in terms of defensive ability so far. Oh, there's a better chance to stay at the club than Maguire does. Great block again from the Swede. Fred masterclass on the bench. Maggio won't drop his favourites, but Fred's still showing his leadership, my captain. Fred's in the reserves, he's not even here. I left him home. Left him in Manchester. Fred's never captaining his side as well, just for the record. I won't allow it. I'd rather have Garnacho captain the side before Fred does. And that's not disrespect to Garnacho, it's because he's 18. Anthony. Rashford, can he go for the hat-trick? Nope, because Martial that's on the pitch. And that's full time anyway. 4-1 win. Like I said, when it wrapped up in the first half, maybe the sliders don't need to be changed. It was just a good bit of play, I think, from us. Those 3 goals in the first half really set us for the game. And we wrapped up in the second half as well with a 4th. I did get one back through Bournemouth. But Van de Beek, a brace from Rashford, and then just to ensure it, Bruno Fernandes was like, alright, I'll put my stamp on the game as the captain. 4-1 win at the G-Tech, which means we go back top of the table. Take a look at stats. You might think we don't deserve it. You're probably right. Or at least we don't deserve a 4-1, but the Hay was good. Their goalkeeper wasn't. That's pretty much a cut and dry of it. 61-39 in terms of possession, 13 shots each, 3.4 expected goals to 3.1. Again, 4-1 looks a little mad. McTominay and Ericsson in red ratings, so is Martial, but the thing is, they didn't need to do much when they came on, so I'm not really too bothered about those ratings. I'm not going to hold them accountable for it. Man of the match goes to Marcus Rashford with 2 goals and an assist. Looking like the striker that we need. And hopefully that will continue, but we shall see in future games. Bruno Fernandes with an 8.2 as well, and a goal from midfield. That's my captain. Sancho off the left with an assist and an 8 rating. Anthony off the right with an assist and a 7.9 rating. David De Gea in between the sticks, putting the work in as per usual. 10 shots on target, 9 saves, and only 1 goal conceded. Diogo Dalot, another strong performance from him as well. Casemiro doing well as well. Lindelof deserved more in the 7 in my opinion, but I'm biased a little bit. I think Lindelof has been doing very, very well, and I'm a bit biased towards him at the moment. And then Van de Beek with the other goal today to make that 4. As for Brentford, Tony was a problem the whole time. Couldn't find a net for himself, but I guess technically he did assist in Bournemouth, even if it doesn't count. 7.7 though for Tony. Munoz at right back did keep Sancho quiet a bit. Not fully, but a bit. And he gets a 7.4. And then the goal, of course, coming from Bournemouth. That lucky little header to give Brentford what ended up being a consolation prize. So looking at that, we will return to the top of the table on goal difference. Be interesting to see what the other teams did though. Well, I'm just hoping Rashford can kick on though. That's my main priority coming out of that game. The Rashford kicks on, does well. Well, this Brentford weren't ever going to be able to put your team under pressure, and they didn't. Yeah, pretty much. We dominated the game. A lie, but we're gonna tell it like that anyway. Absolutely a lie. Arsenal down was a very impressive win. I'm sure you're happy with a 4-1 scoreline. I would have been happier if it had been 4-0, then we would have got a revenge in real life, but performance doesn't stand up for the whole team. And like I said, I know we probably won't end up winning the Premier League, but that does put us back up at the top at the end of game week 12, I believe it is. Up next, after a brief, the final scout report on the Wout Weghorst. That's not even a real name. 30 years of age, 79 rated. I know he's at Burnley in real life, but he's still got, I think, the Wolfsburg kit on. He's out at Besiktas on loan. 53 acceleration, 63 sprint speed. He's a tank of a man. We may have to look at bringing him in, if we can, just for realism. We'll continue advancing. And we've got Jack Butland's scout report as well. Of course, he's another one we've signed as backup. He's only 72 overall in FIFA. Wow, what a dumb sign for Man United. We've got Dean Henderson back off loan. He's 80 rated. In all seriousness, though, I don't think we'll get either of those players. We might as well have looked though. Manuel Dennis looks quite good, you know. I don't know if we'll bring him in, but he does look decent. And Gonzalo Guedes is another one that looks quite good as well. With Charlison, we're not bringing in the Pigeon. I'm sorry, we're absolutely not bringing in the Pigeon. There's no chance. No offence to Richarlison, just don't like him. So I guess it is offensive to Richarlison. Up next, and for the final game today, it will be Bournemouth, who I believe are in the relegation zone, but I'll confirm that in a second once we save over. Manchester United back on top, 22 goals scored, joint most in the league, 11 goals conceded, not too bad. It's a goal a game that we've conceded, which I guess is, again, not too bad. We're top of the league by 3 goals, Aston Villa second, Arsenal third, Newcastle complete the top 4. Chelsea have risen up to 7th, City down in 8th, Spurs up to 11th, and the relegation zone at the moment is Bournemouth, Forest and Southampton, which is more or less the relegation zone you'd expect. I suppose we'll give Fred a game for the final game of this episode, just to see what he can do. Without being too disrespectful, it is Bournemouth. I'll probably lose now I've said that, but it is Bournemouth. Fred will start for Ericsson. Donny a full rest. Alanga will get a start, and Martial will start, I think, and Wan-Bissaka to do that. That looks decent to me. I think that's okay. Malacia can actually go on the bench. He's grown 2 overall already. He's going to be a fucking machine, by the way, at left back. I think he's got to be the long-term left-back. I don't think we need to replace... I don't think we need to replace either full-back position, to be honest with you. Wan-Bissaka, I don't think he'll ever start. I think Dalot probably has the spot of main right-back. I'm happy to rotate him for now. Dalot has those high attacking defensive work rates. I mean, Wan-Bissaka has medium-high, although he's a year older and overall less, but I'm still happy to keep Wan-Bissaka on for the foreseeable, as well as Dalot. Malacia, definitely going to be the starting left-back once Shaw moves on. It just depends when he moves on, to be honest with you. So that's the team we'll roll with for this game against Bournemouth at Old Trafford. De Gea in between the sticks, Shaw and Wan-Bissaka as the fullbacks, Martinez and Varane as the centre-backs. It's been a while since I paired them together, so we're going to just have a bit of fun and pair them together for a bit. Casemiro, CDM, Fernandes and Fred as the centre midfield options. I'm literally only using Fred because I've been, Jordan has been demanding I use Fred, so he's getting a start. Fernandes is the captain, of course. Sancho off the left, Alanga off the right, and then Anthony Martial will start up top here at Old Trafford. Hopefully we'll beat Bournemouth, but we could see a shock. I'm going to put... It's be surprising, but I'm putting on the Villa game just to see how they do, because they're title contenders, but there's no concurrent matches. So we'll just go into it, and we'll see what we can do. Fred will score, not if I can help it. I will literally, if I'm through on goal with Fred, I will put it wide on purpose. He's absolutely pouring it down for this final game of the episode here at Old Trafford. Will we see a victory to end what's been an interesting day? We'll put it as a loss to Liverpool. Possibly the easiest game of my life against Jagiellonia. A win against Brentford, which was a bit of a statement victory, I would say. Especially for a man like Marcus Rashford. Probably should have continued to start him today, but Martial, I feel like he needs a bit of confidence. That's why he's starting today against Bournemouth. A little international break in between this means everyone is fully fit, so no issues there. We just need to not bottle it, really. And it's easier said than done. We have bottled it against relegation teams already. The other relegation teams at the moment are Forest and Southampton. We drew to both of them. The odds are we'll only get a point here, but hopefully ain't the case.
Thank you for attending Old Trafford. Enjoy the match.
Final game then, let's get it underway. I think Solanke's going to kick off proceedings for Bournemouth. Will we see a shock victory for a team that is trying to stay up, or will we see what you would expect, to be honest? I think probably the correct way to word that. You expect a victory from Manchester United, wouldn't you, really? But, again, against two of the current relegation zone teams, we have dropped points with drawn games. 1-1 draw with Southampton and 1-1 draw with Forest. I'm considering it. I'm really considering it. And a flashback. So it's like that Men in Black meme where you have the flashlight. And it's like just forget. It's great moving by Bournemouth. Could someone just tell me what the fuck De Gea's position is? That's my real gripe here. Back out and come back in again. It's just it's because Fred's on the pitch. I tell you, we didn't do this against any other teams. It's because Fred's on the pitch. Bournemouth take a shock lead. De Gea, first of all, positioning is absolutely bollocks. And then the way he's tried to save this, because it's actually at him, it's actually... That's savable. That's very savable. Nightmare start. Marcondes gives Bournemouth a shock lead. That's got to be on De Gea, I think. I mean, Luke Shaw didn't really watch the run perfectly either, but I think that's got to be De Gea. Just a thought for that one. Well then.
Goal for Bournemouth. Number 11,
Not what we expected off the rip there, but it is 1-0 Bournemouth. Brilliant save. Fred could add an assist there. Martial making the goalkeeper work. There's our first chance of the game. A game that we're going to have to chase now. Bruno towards Leacher. Oh, not far off. I lied. Actually, looking back, that's actually very far off. Why is Martinez still forward? I mean, Casemiro should win that, and he does. I've ended for my player, so it's gone to theirs, obviously, naturally. Martinez. To Bruno. Fred now need Elanga to make the run, which he has done just about. So I play it back to Fred, couldn't do it in time, and now Bournemouth will go again. Why is it... Why are they in the relegation zone if they're good? Huh? What's the fucking point? Varane gets in the way, and we'll get it away. But my God, this is not a relegation threatened side. Bournemouth are playing arguably better than Brentford were. Martial can't get there. I need someone in the middle. Someone is in the middle, just not quite there in time. Casemiro. Sancho. Strength there by Sancho. That finds Fred. He didn't make the moves. Casemiro was on their side. I couldn't make the move to him either, really. Bournemouth doing well. Good tackle by Shaw. He's got to make up for a bit of error in, I guess, letting the winger through to provide the assist for that Bournemouth goal. Martial may not have been the choice to start today, to be honest. The early doors. Luke Shaw. Sancho. Just pass it when I press the A button. There is no need to take an extra touch for any particular reason. Just when I press A, do the action that I have pressed to do, please. And I am once again asking for the bare minimum from an EA game. Elanga into Bruno. Well, sorry, towards Bruno, but the pass won't make it there because fucking reasons. Elanga. That pass makes it through. That's a shit pass. That's a pass I've made off balance, and that's the one that gets through to Bruno. Can I go Varane, please? I've pressed the switch 3 times. Maybe it wasn't the right idea, but I did want to go. I did want to use the man. I mean, I feel like my defence are a bit invisible today because they just seem to be played through. Are you going to run Sancho? Thanks. Well, never. I've got Sancho getting behind purely so he'll make runs, and he still doesn't make the runs. This team's going to fucking give me a hernia eventually. Been a decent day today, but with the audio issues and the fact that Bournemouth scored early and I can't break them down, Bournemouth of all teams, it's just falling apart. Fred is awful. Why I've started him He's a mystery, to be honest with you. Casemiro. Into Martial. Oh, one more to Bruno. Oh my fucking... Oh. Oh. It's going to be painful, this one. I was trying to end the episode top again, but the way we've been playing, we don't deserve it. Sancho, Bournemouth have been defensively strong. We haven't done anything about it. And I just try and go one direction, and they just know where I'm going. They microchips in my players, I guess. Third man of the match in the first half. I don't think he's actually completed the pass. I'm not to lie, Martial did have a chance earlier on. And it was Fred who did make the pass there. I'll give you that one. Fred has done the bare minimum. I just want to be able to, like, I wish I was them. I wish I'd done a Bournemouth career mode, to be honest. Because they can read my players. Good interception by Fred, I'll give him his credit there. And then he just shits up the pass. I just fucking... I just don't understand passing this year, or any year, or ever. Why does passing just have to be fucking shit? Great by Martinez. Don't keep chasing it, mate. Don't keep chasing it. Corner Bournemouth. This is a frustrating way to end what's been a frustrating stream, to be honest. It was going well. Well, I say it was going well. We lost to Liverpool. It's more the audio aspect of it. I don't understand why my headset isn't working properly with my controller, because it's a brand new controller. And the headset isn't that old. I'm debating whether to buy a new headset or whether to just try and find a way to fix the old one. Played tackled by Martinez again. We're very much on the defensive this game. Fred into Olanga. Martial, do we get a chance for the break here? No, because apparently Martial just doesn't want to run. He just doesn't want to. He can't be arsed. All he has to do is have a bit of pace there, and he at least has the opportunity to make it 1-1 for the break. I don't understand. That first goal from Bournemouth off the fucking kickoff. Been the only one to separate the sides so far. Marcondes getting the early goal. It could be a shock loss. Take a look at the stats at the break. 54-46 turns possession. 3 shots each. 1 expected goal for Bournemouth. 0.8 for us. They do have all their shots on target, to be fair. We don't. Let's try. I'll go attacking now. I mean, I thought I already was, to be honest. But we'll go attacking. And we'll hopefully attack. I just don't have the energy. I've tackled him. I've fallen over. It's one of those games today. And this one, it's one of those. We did just beat Brentford 4-1, so that means of course we have to pay the price. My striker is running off into a different direction. Casemiro. Martial, back to Fred. Wan-Bissaka. Olanga, Bruno, Martial. Back to Bruno. Take the shot, man! It's such good play. Just couldn't fucking find a shot with Bruno. We kick off next episode, I believe, in the Europa League is what it's saying. We'll figure out the next games. Fuck off, Fred. Next episode's games. After this one. Sandro Martinez cleaning up. Olanga. Martial, can you please show some ability? Oh, thank you. You didn't have any options on. You've done your best there. Actually did show some ability to win the ball back, but then didn't have any options to work with. I'm struggling. Hey, I appreciate that you're saving the shots, but can you just hold on to something? Sancho's doing my head in, but I don't think I've Garnacho on the bench. I've got Anthony on the bench, so that's enough for me. Sancho's pissing me off. I can't believe I've actually decided to sub Sancho before Fred. Brown Rashi as well, actually. Martial's been. I don't know, filled me with confidence. Against all advice, I'm going to give Fred the full 90 minutes. Just to see what he can do. This is his proving ground. If he does nothing, he's not fucking playing again. Luke Shaw. Get it away. I mean, I'd like to counter, but we've got nobody in Bournemouth. We've got everyone back already. Casemiro to Rashford, into Fred. Anthony. Back to Fredinho, who's lost the ball. So, of course he has. He is Fred. Fred fighting for the badge. Yeah, Bournemouth's. Offside, surely. Huh? How is he not offside? I just want to watch this back. Who's playing him on? Fucking Varane, the big fucking prick. I'm doing 2-0 down to Bournemouth. 2-0 down to Bournemouth. What's the fucking point? What's the fucking point? Just sums up this fucking game in a nutshell. Bournemouth relegation zone. They're fucking really good. Arsenal, who were top of the table, we beat them. It doesn't make sense at all. I just don't have the energy. Part of me just wants to jump to result. To be honest with you, I just can't be fucked. It just feels like FIFA 22 again. The biggest insult I could ever give any game. Of course it's fucking him. Of course it's fucking him who's got the goal back. Of course it's him who's got the goal back. Can't lie, I thought I passed it into Rashford. It was only when I took the shot that I realised who the fucking shot's it. That just makes it sums up that I just thought, oh, fuck off if they score a third. De Gea might have to go to the bench and we might have to start Henderson some more if they score a third. I'm genuinely thinking about that Fred Eriksson substitution, but we're actually losing at fucking Bournemouth. Why are they in 18th if they're playing like this? Huh? I didn't header it there, to be fair. I didn't even header it at all. I just tried to hit a downward touch. Why is Nightbot being a fucking prick? Jesus Christ, John, what have you done? Brilliant touch by Alanga. We might be able to get something out of this game yet. Rashford, please. Of course you don't score there. Why would you score there? I only needed to score, so of course you should not score. Bruno to deliver it towards Anthony. Not really the option he wants the corner. Varane. Fred. Ref. No, it was on Fred. That's fine. It's a good tackle. No shot. I guess Solanke's probably got a bit of pace. Did I just tackle thin air when I pressed the B button? I'm right there with Solanke and I put the tackle in. Am I just tackling air? Anthony. Running off the side. He's had a lacklustre episode by standards. Rashford. Could we actually do this? Rashford's equalised. This has been a fucking fuckfest. This has made no sense whatsoever. The fact that Bournemouth got 2 goals has made no sense. The fact that we've got 2 goals against the run of play. The fact that we had to chase the game. The fact that we can actually win it. Let's go for it. Fred with interception. Alanga is a twat. Dribbled off the pitch. Got 5 minutes left before we get our 3rd successful draw against the relegation side. Ryan Christie going to come on for the final few minutes for Bournemouth. Casemiro. Fred now. Out to Alanga. He does pass it in time. I didn't think he would, to be honest. Rashi. Tried to play it through to Fred, but couldn't do it. It was the only option I had on. If I had to pick there, it would have gone to Fred. It would have gone to anyone else who was actually helping, but no one else was actually helping. It's committed Martinez when I went to switch to Casemiro about 3 player switches ago. Varane cleans up. Wan-Bissaka. Alanga now. Rashford. You fucking prick. I've not run that way with you. You absolute bell end. Great tackle by Varane. Alanga. To Fred. Why have I given him 90 minutes? If they fucking win this, by the way, Fred's fault. Maybe De Gea's. You just couldn't write this shit game. Fuck off. I'm not playing. I actually can't do this career mode under these conditions. What is the point? Martinez is there. Martinez is right there. Doesn't put a foot in despite the fact I press B. It goes through to Solanke, who De Gea's made the stupidest save, and then and it's fucking Luke Shaw. Doesn't win the head. He's trying to hug the man. What was the point of me trying to get back into this game if the game's just going to fucking decide what it wants to do? Why did I bother if the game's already made its decision? It's just fucking... Oh, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. That's why I'm not changing the sliders. Because you'll get fucking teams like Bournemouth who are in 18th playing like they're going for the Premier League title. That's why I can't be fucked with this game. I can't understand it. Oh, Limitless, welcome to the stream, mate. You're about to see history here. Can't beat Bournemouth. Please, Anthony. Please, Anthony. Please, Anthony. You know what? Repayment. Nothing much. Just hopefully try. I mean, we're playing the United career mode, but it's been so weird this episode, this stream so far. I'm doing alright otherwise, so how are you doing, mate? If it was just that easy to run through with Anthony, I would have done that first minute. Like, silly game for silly people. Anthony rescues us a point when, quite frankly, we should be beating Bournemouth with no problem. And we'll end today's stream with a draw, which is not bad, I guess. I'd rather a win, obviously, but I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand. I think Henderson may need a spell in the goal. De Gea's really upset me with that game. Some of his attempts to save. You can see there, it's just a wild scoreline. It's a wild scoreline. Lerma thought he'd won it for Bournemouth at Old Trafford, giving Bournemouth some kind of history-making victory, but we decided, well, yeah, Anthony, we'll just run through, and somehow running through does the trick. 51 to 49 in terms of possession, 11 shots to 7, 3.8 expected goals to 2.1. Bournemouth deserved it, but I really don't care because they just... It was one of those games, it was just one of those games where I couldn't get a thing if I really wanted to. The tackling, I've got my defenders right there. It's one of the good old-fashioned, I'm going to complain about it and you guys have to listen games. I've got my defenders there tackling and they just go through like they're not there. If that Lerma goal had won it, by the way, and we hadn't got an equaliser at the end there with Anthony, fucking hell, we'd be seeing it'd be a different ending, different story. Man of the match for us, anyways. Anthony, goal and an assist off the bench. Probably should have started him from the outset. Sancho really fucking pissed me off today, and I think Sancho may have to have a little extended spell on the sidelines. Luke Shaw, I didn't think he was an 8.2 at all. I thought he was wank personally, but the game's given an 8.2. Fred, a goal and an assist at a 7.8. I mean, for everything he did right, he did a thing wrong as well. So I don't know if a 7.8 is really fair on his rating. Casemiro, strong in CDM. Rashford adding another goal to his tally. Hopefully, this is the start of a scoring streak for Marcus Rashford. 7.5 for him. And the other assist coming from Bruno Fernandes. Looking at De Gea, I guess he made a good amount of saves, but he could have done better in my opinion. I feel like he wasn't De Gea enough for me. Man of the match should really be Anthony, but for some reason got this guy instead, even though they both had 8.6s. And Tuna with a goal and an assist for Bournemouth today. Philip Billing, decent centre field performance. Jefferson Lerma getting what could have been the winning goal. 8 rating for him. Marcondes, he's a pain in the arse. Goal and assist for him. Notice how they don't get 3 assists, by the way. It's because they're just getting given goals. Neto, poor rating for him. He did bad for Bournemouth, to be honest. Probably should have done a lot better. 5 shots on goal, 2 saves, 3 conceded. I'm just going to go back a second here, look at the Lerma goal. If this is the goal that would have won this game, I got Martinez there, shrugging him off, made the save, and it just went through. It would just keep going through. There is nothing I can do there. I've outstrengthened him with Martinez. Varane probably could have done a bit better with Solanke. De Gea made the save. Lerma just headed into an empty net. If that had ended the game and been the winner, explosion. But thankfully we do have a talent like Anthony, and it rescues us a point. I mean, in terms of stats, we probably didn't deserve the point, but in terms of just sheer wanting the game, fighting back into the game, we deserve the point at least out of that. But a 3-all draw, a crazy way to end. We dropped points though, that's a big story. If Aston Villa have won, then they're going to be top. Fred with the goal and assist with a 7.8, my captain, never doubt my goal again manager. For one thing Fred did right, he did about 2 things wrong. I'm not sure if I'm convinced yet, to be honest with you. We need to start games better. Well, I mean, we conceded in 4 minutes, we absolutely do need to start games better. Nightbot timed me up for 5-10 minutes. I don't even know, I would have untimed you. But Nightbot's stupid. But I don't remember how to turn it off, so everybody makes mistakes in the game. I knew from that first goal it was going to be one of those games where things just felt like they weren't going to click. They just felt like it wasn't going to happen. Do I regret not playing for Dalot? I mean, yes. But also, I'm rotating the team a bit. I'm not punishing Dalot. Dalot's been good. I just wanted to give Wan-Bissaka a game. Obviously, that didn't work out today, but it is what it is. That's football. So, that will wrap up another episode of the Manchester United career mode. Next episode's a big one. Before we go further, we'll look at the news first. Bournemouth denied by late Anthony equaliser. Bournemouth were denied victory by Anthony's dramatic equaliser, which helped Manchester United to a 3-3 draw. Didn't deserve any less than that, to be honest, in my opinion. Team of the week, Luke. How was Luke Shaw's got in there? You know what? Fine. Luke Shaw, team of the week. Fair enough. Notice how Fred didn't get in, by the way. Lukaku getting a hat trick is mad. Yerry Mina could start for Sociedad. And Europa League. Avoiding defeat versus Real Sociedad will see Manchester United progress. A draw against Real Sociedad will see Manchester United secure a place in the Europa League knockout stages. I mean, we're probably through anyway, but yes, that would officially do the trick. Standings. Let's take a look at what we're at. That's how the Europa League's looking, but I was actually want to have a little gander at the Premier League, so see how we end. We end top of the table. You know what? To say it's been a hit and miss episode, no complaints there. We end top. Goal difference is getting a bit scary in terms of conceding goals, but we'll have to try and plug that leak soon. 24 points for us. Newcastle joint top with us, 4 goals behind, also on 24 points. It's so tight at the top of the table still, though. Like, there's no standout teams. It's all very, very close. Very, very close encounters here. Aston Villa in 3rd, Liverpool complete the top 4, Arsenal 5th, City 6th. And it's still mental how close it is. Chelsea in 9th, Spurs in 13th. Relegation zone at the end of this episode consists of Forest, Bournemouth and Southampton. We've dropped points to all 3 of them. The 3 draws that we've had have come against those 3 teams in the relegation zone. I just sometimes need to think. The losses came to Brighton and Liverpool, and then we've won the rest of our games. But yes, up next episode, we'll just... If you've just joined now, I'm sorry you're late to the stream because I'm just about to finish. The results today. We started off with a game against Liverpool, a 2-1 loss. It was a bit difficult, but probably the right result in Liverpool's favour. And a 2-1 loss, which sucks a bit, but what can you do? We then bounced back with a 3-0 win once again over Jagiellonia, which gives us a very good spot to qualify for our next round of the Europa League for knockout stages. We then went to the GTEC Community Stadium, beat Brentford 4-1. It was 3 goals in 6 minutes, really set the pace for us, and we just didn't look back from there. And then that final game there, as much as entertaining as it probably was, I just kind of want to forget it, to be honest. I kind of just want to pretend it didn't exist. So, a 3-3 draw against Bournemouth to end the day, which I just don't know. Fred can't be nominated because he win it every week. Wouldn't be fair to their players. God, this Fred agenda is going to get so tiring so quick. So next episode, it will be kicking off against Real Sociedad in what will probably be deciding who comes through the group, top of the group. If we win, obviously, we'll go through top. If we don't, then obviously they'll go through top. Following that will be a away game at the Molineux against Wolves. And then, I'd be worrying a lot more if they weren't 8th, but I'm still worrying anyway. It'll be our first Manchester derby of FIFA 23 to end the month, the 30th of November. And then we'll get into the December fixture build-up. Kicking it off against Chelsea. Every game, 3 out of those 4 games are massive. Even Wolves, you could probably count Wolves as a massive game as well. They've got a strong team. But definitely 3 out of these 4 games are going to be a fucker next time. The longer episodes are definitely the move. Loving these. I appreciate it. Oh, I didn't see your other message. Love these longer episodes. Really loving the career mode, mate. Fred has to start next episode. Have a wonderful afternoon. I do like doing the longer ones, but sometimes it will be where I don't have time to do them all the time. That's why I'm trying to do them every other day at best. Sometimes it might be once every 3 days. It genuinely depends on what I've got to do on that specific day. But I will try my best to keep them every other day at this point. I don't know what times I'll be streaming, but I'll try my best to get a schedule going. But yeah, next episode's going to be one hell of an episode. It's going to be a episode where we need to show our quality. We need to find our quality and then show it, really. Take a look at Youth Academy as well, just a little update. I think it's similar to what it was when I checked it not long ago, but some of these players, hopefully, will get some loan moves. I'm really hoping Malanga turns 16 soon because he's the one I want to see succeed the most out of that bunch at the moment. But anyway, I think that is what will wrap up this episode for this one. We'll save it over and we shall depart. But yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it, but it's just those type of games where I know I'm just going to lose my mind a little bit, but I guess it's all just part of the ride. How are the other groups looking real quick, actually? PSV and Arsenal are probably going to go through. I mean, it's probably teams that you'll expect to going through. We'll take a proper look when all 6 games are done, but I don't think there's too much surprise there. But anyway, that's going to wrap up Series 1, Episode 5, or Season 1, Episode 5, whichever you want to call it. The Episode 5 is Career Mode. Hopefully, I get my headset to work properly next episode. If not, we'll be going with the earphones again. I hope you guys enjoyed, however, and I will see you next time for what will be the most difficult episode so far.